All right. Everybody here?
Yeah.
Check 1, 2.
Checkity.
Hi.
I got nothing. Oh, shit. What the fuck?
Andrea, what's the date?
It is October 9th, 2016.
Yay! This is the Overdose Talk Show. We're all together in Chicago.
Hooray!
I'm really sick of doing the fucking show over Skype.
Me
with the
too, it
shit delay.
sucks.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. So we're all together tonight. Andrea and David Box are hungover as shit. We'll get into that. I've never seen you guys drink that much.
No.
And
I rarely drink that much.
I'm here.
As is becoming a regrettable tradition. Anytime I'm back in Chicago, we invite the original co-host, the Earthling, to sit in with us. What's up?
What's going on? How do I do this? Sometimes I do it like the. Oh no, I'll do it like this. Nigger, broad, faggot. I have Lyme disease. Here I am. Shut the fuck up, idiot.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
regrettable indeed.
And I think all those things are. I think all those things I said were true.
And Dan, our old pal Dan, who used to hang out with us once in a while, is here. What's up, Dan? You got to talk into your mic.
I used to like to call on. I'm over here and I'm fine.
All right, this is gonna be great. Andrea and David Box are hungover as shit because we went to we went to a nice party last night. What the fuck was that?
It was a very classy
It
affair.
that was a shit show.
Dude, what was that? We get on a fucking party bus. First of all, who gets a what the fuck was that? Did anyone enjoy that?
No.
That was the worst, right?
It was terrible.
And it's our other sister Katie having her stupid fucking birthday. This fucking thing, dude. This fucking thing it just had like
I just
second
realized
birthday,
that
by the
what
way.
you said there.
We
Yeah,
already
had
celebrated her fucking
We already
birthday.
had a birthday party for her. It's fucking narcissist. Like,
Oh yeah, broads have like 4 birthdays.
yeah, they just keep it going and going and have no shame.
That's
either.
why I
She's
said
like,
broads at the beginning.
she was yelling at me to come sing happy birthday to her for her cake last night. I'm like, dude, I just did this a couple days ago. I'm smoking. Leave me alone.
No.
So I just stayed outside. But then we get in this fucking party bus, and what kind of what is that even? It's like fucking just horrible pop, like electronic, shit dance music, like shit that I've heard before, some of it, but like
yeah,
just
it's like whatever plays on B96.
yeah, right,
Top
Yeah.
40.
and right, top 40 garbage and way
A lot
too
of
loud.
Asians like that though.
Yeah,
if you
well,
ever notice.
so
You
did
make
my-
a good point.
No, there's mad Asians. You know there's tall Asians. Don't front.
So did
Sound like you were sarcastic a little bit. Now I'm just trying to tell you that no, that's real.
so do Mexicans apparently.
Oh, Mexicans like anything that has a good tune.
And the two Mexican guys that we were with were trying so hard for this to be like a really cool thing that was going on. Like you could tell they're like at the front of the bus, like dancing and just like looking at everybody, like yeah, and we're just like no, like this is terrible.
Chugging whiskey.
We're drinking. I didn't want to drink last
and
night,
there was Mexican dudes on the bus you were driving.
yeah. Well, my sister's married to a Mexican. Did you know that?
Wow. Mm-hmm. How many skits does he have?
Wow.
How many what?
I'm led to believe that Mexicans have a lot of skits.
Skits?
Yeah, the wood skits.
What are you talking about?
They like to collect them. I don't know.
So we're on this party bus, and they're like the two Mexican dudes are like, what
You
the
know what
fuck
I'm
was
talking
that?
about.
No, that was nothing. What do you?
They
Nobody
collect
knows what
skits.
you're
They
talking
always
about.
drive
What's a
around in
skit?
trucks with like bunch of skits, like wooden skits, all the time.
I have no
You've
idea.
never seen
what
a
this
Mexican
is.
driving in a pickup truck with a fucking whole shit ton of fucking skits on the back?
What the fuck is
The wooden. You don't know what a skit is? It's
No.
what forklifts pick up. It's a wooden
pallet?
It's a pallet.
skit.
Yeah.
Same shit. Pallet
Okay.
skit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Call it whatever you want.
We're white people. We call them pallets.
They're
Yeah.
called, they're called skits where you get $4 for
Yeah,
bringing a
we
good
call
one in.
we call skits like
That's what they give you money for.
why are-
skits.
what-
That's when somebody does something funny, comedic, like
A
What are you
skit.
talking about?
yeah. Like,
No,
as
skits.
a
What is-
character.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
As
no.
a character,
I see how that
you did
gets
something
confusing.
fucking
He didn't
funny.
have any.
I was talking
That's
about
a
wooden
skit.
skits that are picked up by
And-
fucking.
What the fuck? Okay, listen.
He didn't
Mexicans
have
have
even
a lot
one
of those.
skit.
I was asking if the person that his sister dates
Does he
has
drive
a,
around
has
with
a bunch of
piles of
wooden,
fucking
They're
pallets in
not
his
drive
truck?
around with them, just have them. Yeah, they have
That's
them
what you
around.
want to know?
God.
No, he has none of those. They
No.
live in an apartment
Then
in
where
the
does
suburbs.
he put his burritos?
What the fuck is happening? This was a record this time. Completely derailed in 1.5 minutes. Jesus fuck.
All right.
Listen, he's
Vinny,
By
What?
racism.
send me good movies.
okay. So we're on this fucking party bus, The system was fucking terrible on that thing, by the way. Dude,
Yeah, it didn't even sound good.
My ears fucking hurt all night.
Yeah.
They were playing music way too fucking loud. And then, so who does this? And then we drive to some fucking shithole expensive-ass bar that had nothing cool about it whatsoever.
It was
And it's
supposed
like-
to be Alice in Wonderland themed.
But they're like,
wasn't.
it's an
It was
Alice
a
in Wonderland
sports bar
yeah.
with country music playing.
Right. They said it was an Alice in Wonderland theme bar. It just had like pictures on the wall from Alice in Wonderland, and they're playing like fucking Dierks Bentley when we go in there, and like and
it was tiny,
playing,
and
like,
there was
football
like a
games and
dozen
shit.
TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they have
and-
golden tea?
no,
No,
I wish
they had
they
an
did.
oversized Jenga
It
game.
sounds
Yeah, they
like
had
the
an oversized
dream child
Jenga.
of a fucking down south fucking pedophile. Who
Yes.
fucking just like wants to
Exactly.
draw in children. Like
This is an Alice in Wonderland
Come to-
theme bar. I
come to
swear.
my weirdo rape chamber in the basement.
Right. Except he'd probably call it something else.
All those rape
till you got
victims
down there.
are just
Yeah, we
fucking
didn't stay at that
assholes.
one for very long though.
So we fucking waste a bunch of money there. Go to some other shitty fucking fancy bar. Waste a bunch of money there. Get back up on this fucking party bus. Play music way too fucking loud, and everything's terrible. And then the night was over. Like, what the fuck? What is that? Who
But
How much
does
also,
that?
money did you
wait.
spend?
Dude, way too much.
You know what
Yeah,
we
everybody
didn't-
spent
yeah.
way
You
too
should have
much.
spent $40 on acid and fucking just sat at the house and got wasted.
$12 on
That'd
acid.
have been
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah.
Me and Dan went on an acid binge for like 2 weeks straight. We had acid like every other day.
Who
I
hasn't
talked
done
to you
that?
on the phone. Yeah, no, this was recently though. We fucking
I bought 25 hits. Of acid,
Yeah, we ate it in like a week and a half.
and every other day we took 5 hits of acid, and it was great.
It was insane, dude. Like reality is funny and shit when you take that drug. Don't you know?
Yeah, acid's great. That's interesting.
The feature of the
Strange.
party bus that I thought was the weirdest, the stripper pole.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't
Wait,
have
are
been
you
weird.
talking about one of those black ones with the strippers and shit?
Whoa.
You were on
There
that?
were no strippers
what
in
fucking
it.
kind of
just
party
That was a
stripper pole.
load-bearing pole.
yeah, there was no strippers in the bus.
Well, what the fuck was
no.
that line?
The one girl.
That one girl may have been a stripper at some point. I wouldn't
That
be
is a
surprised.
defect.
You were on one of
the
those
bus.
decent, the black ones, right? With the fucking stripper poles and all the shits.
Fucking, what
I
the
think this one was white. I don't know.
Yeah, it was black on the
I
inside.
see them all the time driving
Oh,
around.
yeah,
and
yeah.
No, it
shit.
was black.
Oh,
On
it
the
was?
on the
Oh,
Yeah,
outside.
yeah,
and they
Okay.
provide strippers if you want them to provide. I know what you're talking about. You didn't tell me that. You should have said it in the first place.
Yeah, so
You
I
told
don't
me you
know.
were on the whore bus.
I don't know. Right, I don't know why we got the whore bus. I didn't understand that at all. Like, it was fucking horrible. But that's our other sister, Katie, who's on the show a lot now. Actually, why does she do shit like that?
I don't know.
Like, I feel like
I feel like she doesn't.
Exactly,
Maybe this
but like
is-
once in a while she tries to be like a normal, like fucking cheesy cookie cutter kind of person and have
Yeah.
some shit like this. Like, why?
Well, she works. The other half of the party were people that she works with at a hair salon.
right, she always
and-
has a bunch of terrible friends, dude.
Her husband is glamorous, and he likes to do stuff like
he's
that.
a glamorous
you know?
man.
So,
He looks like Ricky Ricardo, but darker. Like,
but fancier.
yeah, but fancier.
You're
Oh.
talking about personal stuff like your sisters and stuff, right?
yeah.
Oh, I met her one time.
People do
She's-
things.
She seems like a really, really nice girl. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Word up.
No, I don't understand
Okey-dokey.
why people feel like they need to do shit like this though.
No, I
Just
remember.
why not just go to some fucking regular ass place and everybody gets drunk? What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Like
Why does
a
it have
Chuck E.
to be-
Cheese or something.
Right? Yeah. Why don't we go to Chuck E. Cheese?
You save a lot of
I can
money.
see that good ass
If
band.
you go to
Go
one of
to
those
Enchanted
clubs, they charge
Castle.
you like fucking $800
Oh,
for
dude,
a
it's
bottle of liquor.
terrible,
I'm
yeah.
not even bullshitting.
No, it's terrible. It's like $10 drinks all night.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
like if you go into the VIP and you buy a bottle of liquor, it's like $800.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Like a bottle of
Absolutely.
Jaeger.
It's like that.
Yeah, they call it table
Like
service,
straight up,
man.
I'm not making that up. You guys know
You
that.
you just heard of this like the other day, right? Like you didn't know shit like that was out there.
I never known.
He's so-
I never been to any place. I never been within 50 feet of anybody making a deal that big.
Like, did you know about this?
I've never been within 100 yards of somebody making a deal for $800 to
People
somebody
will
else
go
ever.
and buy a whole
Maybe
bottle
maybe
of alcohol.
some drugs.
Did you know about this shit? There's these fucking fancy nice nightclubs where people overpay for liquor. You guys seriously, they do. That's
No, they
basically what
do.
you're telling us. Like,
check it.
I know, but it's fucking amazing to me. Don't you amazing?
Profound.
There's a fucking nightclub in Schaumburg.
That's a
Anybody ever
testament
been
to my fucking
It's called
brokenness.
Drink, right?
Yeah.
The nightclub's called fucking Drink. You go there, it's fucking snazzy. They got fucking like
Do you
outside
drink?
area.
Do you drink there?
You drink at Drink, and then they got like dance floors and shit. So I guess you dance at Drink, but mostly
You
for
drink at
me, I went there to drink. I went to drink. But I guess it's like a really it's a dance club, right? You know, so I don't know how to dance. But I went to drink, and I thought I was going to get drunk. And then I did get drunk at drink, and they kicked me out of fucking drink for getting too goddamn drunk.
That doesn't make any goddamn
You're
sense.
fucking kidding me.
What did you do though?
I snuck back in.
No. What did you do to get kicked out?
How did you sneak back in?
I've done it, dude. I've gone and changed my clothes
I
and come
fucking
back to
got
a place
kicked out
before.
for fucking knocking over a table full of drinks.
Oh yeah,
And drink.
At drink.
whiny
Because
fucks
I was
that drink.
drunk, and then somebody like complained because I was falling over everywhere, which isn't really fair.
Jesus Christ.
Because I wanted to fucking.
I forgot that this is what the show used to be like.
Yeah.
We
Well-
always do such smart put together shows nowadays. And this is hilarious. I forgot what this was like.
Everyone's fucking laughing. That's all I got to say. Well, I'm telling you guys the story. It's pretty funny. I know it's fucking funny because I went to fucking drink, got kicked out for being too fucking drunk,
You went
Yeah,
to
we
drink,
get
you
it.
got kicked out for being too
and
drinky.
then I went back in and drank fucking more.
You
dude.
drinked more. Or you drank?
This is a really pathetic version of like Laurel and Hardy, sort of.
What's
you know?
Laurel
It's
and
like-
Hardy?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I thought so.
Well, you're in fucking charge here, man. Come on.
So,
Yeah, you're in charge here. Come in.
all right.
Come here.
Well, I was trying to go through
Come
and make
here.
fun of this party because I wanted to piss off our sister who listens to the
But
show.
you're talking about the bus ride for like 20 minutes. What the
You
fuck?
don't-
What party was
That's
there?
what the
That's
whole
the
time.
fucking
Wait, the party was the bus ride?
And then
Yeah.
you're not paying any fucking
no,
attention.
no,
so
no,
just,
you didn't.
know.
You didn't fucking articulate that. You just was like, "This fucking bus ride on the party bus."
No,
That's
I
what-
did
yeah,
articulate that
You
in
didn't say
between-
that
no,
was the
no.
whole party.
I did. In
I
between
thought you had more
just-
story.
In between you saying completely unrelated things for minutes on end during the story, I did articulate all of this.
Remember when I said that? Remember I did that? Remember?
You did eventually become enchanted with the magic of the party bus, though.
Oh, dude, I was
Yeah.
fucking wasted by the end of this. No, because I couldn't stand this anything that we were doing. I hated the entire night. And so I just had to get fucking shit-faced as I possibly
You
could.
just gave
I was
in.
I was really drunk at that last bar we were at. Andrea just comes up and just slams her fucking glass into my glass and knocks it out of my hand. It shatters all over the floor in this like nice ass place. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" And I just turned and walked away and didn't acknowledge it. I'm like, "I didn't fucking do that. You fucking deal with that shit."
I didn't do anything about it.
No, we just left.
You just didn't want to get punched by a big ass guy.
No.
Security.
It wasn't
Like,
that.
Not my problem.
It was just that I just just had it at that point. I was like, plus, before I'd spent the last 20 minutes having everyone around me stick their fingers in my drink over and over.
Why
and
did they do
over.
that?
I forgot
Because they
about
knew
that.
that I didn't like it, and
What
then
kind of drink was it?
Andrea was putting her whole hand in my drink. and
Why were you
shit,
doing
like,
that?
Dude, she was just being an asshole, and then everyone's
Really funny.
You
everyone's
shouldn't
just
do that. What if you have Lyme disease?
Yeah, really. That's
Did it-
exactly how it's
Will it
transmitted.
transfer
Almost
to
everybody
the
has Lyme disease. It's transmitted in several ways. It's STD too.
Is
Lyme
it?
disease is crazy.
Why?
Lyme
What-
disease is
Why do you know so much about
300,000 people to 500,000, 500,000 people a year contract Lyme disease. And they're-
What
and
were
only
those numbers?
I've
We're
heard
talking
nothing
about
but
300,000
I've heard
to
nothing
500,000,
but
500,000
Lyme disease
people.
fucking propaganda for the last 2 days. He's been
I've been
he's been at
binging
my
on it.
place for the last 2
Hold
days.
on, what were those numbers
He
you said? I don't think-
300,000 to 500,000 people in America get Lyme disease every year. And if only 14% of them have the topical fucking signs to treat early. Once you don't treat Lyme disease for 1 month, it's incurable. It's chronic
Yeah, it
Lyme
makes you
disease.
go insane, doesn't
Stays
it?
with you forever. It causes dementia.
Yeah.
There's about 70 different diseases that you're diagnosed with
That
are
are
not Lyme
probably
disease.
Lyme
that-
disease, like,
no,
misdiagnosed, like-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And when you get tested for it, you're only 14% accuracy on the test to come back positive. And even if you come back positive, that doesn't even make any motherfucking sense. Nobody cares. And the insurance companies,
The
when
insurance company
when
won't
you're
pay
when
for
you're
it.
when you're a year when you're 1 month past diagnosis from contracting Lyme disease, you now are in chronic Lyme disease territory, and the insurance company will only pay for 3 months of fucking antibiotics. But chronic Lyme disease, it takes
What does the FDA say?
intravenous.
What if you have the
FDA say?
platinum plan?
Intravenous antibiotics for fucking 2
Yeah.
years.
And
Nobody can afford it.
So you need antibiotics for 2 years, but what does the FDA
No,
say
you
about
still
it?
die. It's like a
What
fucking
does the
last ditch
FDA
effort.
say?
Once it's like 2 months past, you're done. You're dead.
You
You
can't
die.
take antibiotics for
No, what are
2
you talking about?
years.
Intravenously, you have to for fucking. That's why
Lyme
Lyme disease is so
disease?
fucking crazy. Some Nazi homeboy they hired to fucking make ticks lethal with fucking bioweapons. This came out in 1972.
That I
when
find strange.
at Plum Island. And
No, I immediately believe
hold
this
on.
for some reason.
No, it came out in 1972. This guy, he was on the FBI's list for being a fucking enemy combatant as a Nazi in 1972. He worked at Plum Island facility trying to weaponize bacterial strains
Andrew, look this
into
up.
fucking insects.
This is your job.
Right? So then he fucking in 1974 there in a small town in Connecticut that where it started was right by Plum Island where they did all these tests and all the ticks and they gave these people the shit. Everybody has the shit. People with Alzheimer's, that's Lyme disease. People
you
with
mean
heart disease, that's Lyme disease.
In this area where they developed.
No, it's spread to the whole world now. Everybody has
Well, no, I
Lyme
know,
disease.
but you're saying
you
around-
have Lyme disease.
You're
and
saying-
you have Lyme.
okay,
I'm like
okay.
Tyra Banks, and you have Lyme disease.
No, that's Oprah.
And you have Tyra.
It's Oprah.
No, that was
You
Tyra.
get a car.
Oh, was that
yeah.
Oprah?
You get a car.
Yeah.
No, she gave away Vaseline with that shit. No.
Tyra
A lot of
Banks
people
isn't
get
giving
a lot of
away
people
Oh,
get
whatever.
a lot of people
But either
get
way,
Tyra Banks
you all
and
have Lyme
Oprah
disease.
mixed
All
up.
y'all
It's
motherfuckers.
okay.
Empower
Everything.
black women.
If you
So hold on.
They're all the
it
Hold on a
attacks the
second.
joints. If you have
Okay. Hold on. So you're saying around the area where they originally, you're saying that
in Connecticut it
that,
started. That's fact.
okay, you're saying that Lyme disease is a weaponized, like
It's a weaponized bacteria, and it's actually shaped
True.
like a drill,
Yeah.
like a corkscrew, right? And it corkscrews it way. It's the craziest disease ever because the CDC says that it's not chronic and it's easily curable on their website. But
it's not.
But it's not. You can never cure it, and you get all fucked up. You have floaters in your eyes and shit. It's shaped like it's a bacteria shaped like a corkscrew, and it screws through. It literally drills like a drill for a mechanical drill. You know,
It's like a
we know
bacteria.
what
it'll
a
drill
drill is.
into
In
the. No. Like
Lyme disease
listen,
is
hold
very
on.
similar
Like
to
a
syphilis,
this is
but
crazy.
bacterial.
Like a drill bit. It drills through the cell wall membrane and fucking takes over the cell and then starts replicating. And then when you administer antibiotics, it changes its drill-like shape into the shape of a normal cell. It knows that antibiotics are there, and it's smart enough to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Smart enough to change its shape to
Oh, I
mask
see what
itself
you mean,
from your
okay.
fucking immune system.
Right.
But it's shaped like a drill, but it changes its fucking shape when you when you administer antibiotics. And after 1 month, you have to do antibiotics forever, or you're just fucked up. Some people turn into retards. We're talking about like fibromyalgia, all this shit, arthritis, every single thing you could think of is all Lyme disease, and 500,
Parkinson's,
and you can't test for it.
Alzheimer's.
You can't test for it.
So how is it like everybody knows about ticks and shit, but you're saying it's like could be sexually transmitted and all
No, it
that?
can be. There's 3 ways to get it. One, you can get bit by a tick that bit, because it's not really it's in the ticks, but they get it from squirrels and birds.
But squirrels and birds are immune, or
No,
squirrels
they
and
have
birds
that
are all
shit too.
retarded?
Everybody's all of these
Well, birds
species.
are stupid as shit.
No, hold on.
Yeah,
All
don't you ever
of
notice
these,
that?
all of
A
these
bacteria-
species,
a bacterial
all of these
infection
species
that a
are
bird
fucking
has
suffering
isn't
from
likely to
dementia,
continue.
all at the
Let
same
somebody
time.
else talk once in a while. Jesus.
What?
Nothing. Dan's
She was
trying to
asking a
talk and you
question.
just keep talking over
She
him.
asked me a question about the shit, and I know about it because I've been binging on it. Ooh, shit.
Careful.
What'd you say?
He just leaned his drink over.
Cool.
Gesture.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, the ticks get it from squirrels and birds, and it's all between ticks, squirrels, birds, and other animals.
Okay, you were telling
deer.
us how you can get it. So from ticks,
From ticks, STDs, you can fuck somebody and give it to them.
right? I understand.
And
what
if
that
you
means.
if you're pregnant, your child takes it
Automatically.
automatically, yeah. And well, if you're pregnant, there's like an 18%, like a
Shitty
80%
roguelike
chance that you have a miscarriage every time you fucking conceive
If you have Lyme disease.
if you have Lyme disease.
Is it Lyme singular or
Lyme.
Lymes?
That's
Singular.
Lyme. It's
Okay, Lyme disease.
Lyme with a Y.
Lyme.
Gotcha.
And there's one broad. She was like
Lyme
testifying.
disease? It's not Lyme disease.
She was testifying in front of Congress. And
It's
she was like,
limes.
I had 5 miscarriages.
No, it's Lyme.
I won't.
Singular.
There's only 3 labs in the
Lyme
country
suck.
that will even test for it correctly.
It's named after him.
If you ever
so
get a Lyme disease test, it's only 14% accurate. Like I said earlier, there's only 3 labs in the entire country, according to the homegirl in LymeDisease.org. She's a real big advocate for all this bullshit. I've seen a bunch of stuff on her, but you can't even test for it. Your doctor doesn't have the test.
So
you
the
have
only way you can know if you have
pay
it
for
is if you have it on your skin?
No, if you pay for it yourself and get the test yourself.
Like send blood.
Like
in
send
or
blood to
something?
these labs, yeah, right. And the CDC completely denies any chronic Lyme disease. They won't like recognize it as a chronic
Andrea,
thing.
what'd you find about the guy that developed this originally? Did you find something or?
Yeah, well, pretty much, I mean, it's just an overview kind of what Trix was saying, but the U.S. government readily classifies Lyme disease as a biological warfare agent.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is what they made.
I did not know this.
Yeah, totally.
Jesus.
And they
everywhere,
have
man.
like government research labs dedicated to effectively weaponizing it too. Along
Really?
with along with
That's fucking creepy. Why?
Wait, did they-
anthrax, cholera, desert valley fever.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, why is this
in San
country so
Antonio.
weird? Fucking never ends.
Did you find
dude.
anything about how it started in Connecticut, that town?
No, I didn't see that, but
Wait, so did they lose control of it, or is it?
No, they released it because they like it. It happened right near the
'Cause they like
Tuskegee,
it.
the Tuskegee. What is that called?
Tuskegee?
Tuskegee.
Yeah.
Tuskegee.
Where they infected a bunch of black guys with syphilis.
They
on
gave a
purpose.
bunch of these
Yeah.
were all Army. They were all in the Army. They were a black regiment
Well,
in the
they were
Army.
all in the
They gave them
Air
all
Force.
syphilis. Now, at the same time, the Tuskegee project was going on. They made this Lyme disease project going on like in the 70s.
So what would be the point, though, if
Tuskegee,
they-
no, syphilis, no.
But no,
Lyme
if they-
disease
if they're-
is a type of syphilis.
Really?
Yes. It's like part of like
Or it's
you know
similar
how
or
the
whatever?
no you know
Like
how
in the
the
same
here,
family.
listen, I'll tell you right now.
Syphilis is a virus,
No,
and
no, they're very similar. They're both bacterial. They're both bacterial.
no, syphilis is a virus.
No, they're like part of like the Staphylococcus family or some of the stupid scientific
Right. Okay.
bullshit.
All right. So whatever.
I
So
might be wrong.
Yeah.
They
I
have-
might be wrong.
they have-
Yeah, I just crunched on this yesterday.
they apparently have some significant similarity. Let's move on.
And they fucking cause dementia. Some of the symptoms is of if you have a lot of floaters in your eyes more than usual, like 10 in each one, syphilis, or not syphilis. Sorry,
Lyme.
Lyme
disease.
disease.
If you and then your hands and start to like twitch, your muscles twitch. You just go fucking completely nuts. You have dementia. It causes Alzheimer's. It's fucking Parkinson's. All the degenerative brain diseases, and then all other sorts of shit too. You have first it attacks your joints, then it attacks your brain, then it attacks your heart, then it attacks every single organ in your fucking body, and it can lie dormant for up to 2 decades, or it could just wreck you. It's
Okay.
the fucking craziest
So
thing ever.
here's what I want to know. They released it on purpose. First of all, do we know who released it on purpose? Or
Well,
can we find that out? Let's
Yeah.
find that out. But what I'm wondering is like, you know, that would be against their own interests. Aren't they afraid of getting Lyme disease and their families and stuff like that? Is there some kind of immunity you can gain or like is there a vaccine that we don't know about or some shit?
It's a
I don't
huge
know, man,
flaw
but
in
it's
all
super
of
crazy,
those
and like I said-
conspiracy theories, man,
Huh?
is that's the hugest flaw.
Right.
In
Is how does it
everyone's
not-
argument that
Yeah.
like, oh, well, you release this, you did this to us. Like, no, man. Like, everyone as humans has to deal with this shit now.
Right.
It's out. It's there. I mean,
No, but it's
So you don't think it was released on purpose?
No, but
Absolutely
here's
not.
here's the thing. It was scientifically tracked back to the town in Connecticut before it spread to the whole entire United States, Australia, China, fucking the UK. It spread
When
from there.
when are we talking about?
70s.
So Lyme disease wasn't around before the 70s?
Dude, everybody has Lyme disease. If your mom has fucking lupus, Lyme disease. If your mom has fucking fibromyalgia, it's Lyme disease.
What about
If you-
hyperthyroid?
anything? It's all fucking Lyme disease.
Because you used to blame that on fluoride.
This man's fucking mom has fucking hyperthyroidism.
My mom
And
has fucking
I know, and
hyperthyroid.
you
She
always
had
blamed it on
fucking-
fluoride.
No, that's from fluoride.
Yeah, okay.
But
Well, you just said
dementia
it could be
or
Lyme disease.
the Lyme disease causes so much shit. 500,000 people get it a year. Go to fucking LymeDisease.org. Look that shit up.
Andrea
It's
was
super,
trying to butt in
super,
with
super
something.
fucking strange.
All right, go ahead, Andrea. Sorry.
I was just going to say that a lot of people call what happened in Connecticut the new Tuskegee experiment.
Really, dude? How am I? I've never heard of any of this.
And it was first observed. The first outbreak of Lyme was observed in 1975.
God damn.
And it fucks you up. It doesn't hurt you a little, it hurts you a lot of it. You heard it causes tinnitus, it causes like 35 floaters in each eye, it causes
Dude, I
muscle
got bad
pains,
floaters in my eyes.
Yeah,
I figured
Lyme.
it was just from
Lyme.
doing
No, it's Lyme.
acid.
It's Lyme. I have Lyme. You have Lyme. Everybody has Lyme. Everybody has Lyme
Listen to this
disease.
motherfucker.
Hold on. What do you? what do you guys?
I'd have been like, yo, I stubbed my toe earlier today. Patrick would have been like, fucking Lyme disease.
I've been doing that for like 2 days.
Fucking all
For
day,
2 days.
dude.
I've been
Don't fucking listen to
he's
the guy,
like,
dude. He's
oh,
just trying to fucking scare you.
Somebody
It's
drank all
useless.
my water. I was like, probably Lyme disease. I just anything, but no, it's fucking crazy. I've been looking into it so
What do you
hard.
mean? What do you mean floaters? Like little like
You
fucking
got floaters in your eyeballs.
flashy things that you see?
They're not flashy.
They're
They look.
like-
They look
they're
like.
like see-through.
They're like
see-through
see-through.
worms.
It's like it's
They don't
like
move.
looking
No, they don't
through a
move. They're not
webbing.
worms.
It's like looking
no, but they're
through
like-
a web or
Don't you have any?
It's like a piece of dust floating
it's
around
like
on the
a
surface
piece
of your eye,
dust on
and you
your
can see
eye.
it. Yeah.
But
it's
it's
not
not
what
on
it
the
is.
surface of your eye
No,
at
but
all.
that's-
It can't be removed, not through surgery.
You have to drain the
They're
fluid.
Inside of
your
the
eyes.
fluid of your eye.
Yeah.
And
Ew.
anytime you have like protein buildups inside of your vitriol fluid, I believe that's what it's called, vitriol. And the only way to get rid of it, the only fucking way to get rid of it is to drain your eyeball of its vitriolic fluid and replace it. What the fuck is this? That's so fucking scary.
You ain't draining
I
my
got so many of them.
vitriolic fluid,
I
nigga.
got them. No, man, dude, I got so many of them.
Holy
and I
shit.
fucking was looking it up, dude. It's fucking scary bullshit. I didn't bring this up, did I? Y'all brought this up.
No, I have them really bad too, which is why I looked it up. Yeah.
No, Lyme
Oh,
disease is
scary,
fucked
dude.
up.
But you can get that from doing a lot of
Be fucking scared of
hallucinogens.
those
What?
goddamn fucking things
What?
because
Floaters.
you can't get rid of them.
Sure. I've done a lot of
unless you
hallucinogens and I have a lot of
fucking
floaters.
unplug the-
But I think I have Lyme disease.
You want to unplug your
You know why? It
eyeballs?
sounds cool. Lyme. You know what? Actually, I got bit by 2 ticks at the same time. I got lemon Lyme disease.
How many
I'm gonna
times
die.
has he said that before tonight?
Everybody give him a golf clap. It was a very nice pun. There you go.
wasn't a
Yeah,
pun.
thank you for that, Vinny.
Dude, but it's crazy because the thing is that the government doesn't allow people to test for it. That's the fucking crazy part about it. If it was like, there's some crazy ass
So it's
disease.
like mad cow disease where they
Where,
just
yeah, you have
really
to
want
burn
to
down the lab.
they do not want to admit what a
No.
fucking epidemic it is.
No.
Like,
Prions are fucking
Prions
scary.
are
Yes.
a super cell structure that can't be destroyed by fire or acid.
Right.
You need to fucking bury
even
it
though
under
they
a big hill.
mandate that if it's discovered in a lab,
You have to bury it under a
fucking,
big
like,
hill.
firebomb your own lab.
Yeah,
fucking
you have
burn
to-
everything and
Yeah.
Wait, what is
sink it
this?
into the ground.
Oh, we're talking about mad cow. We're
disease.
talking about
Yeah.
prions.
Prions.
So when your own
I
species
think-
eats your
I
own
think- I
species,
think the
prions are
guy
created. They're
who
called
even
super
the
cell structures. They
scientific-
go into the. Sorry, go on.
No, the guy who started calling them prions, his first articulation of what they should be called was something like unusual viruses or something like that. Like something that was a virus, but not quite a virus, because that is what a prion is.
Okay.
It's a strand of DNA
It's a
that
strand of
attaches
cell structure as well.
into your cells, DNA and RNA, and fucking like attaches to it just like
Yeah.
a virus does.
Right.
But it is
It's like made of amino acids.
dude, it is it's like a virus, but it's like crazy, dude. You can't be fucked with. It's
And it's
a
caused by-
protein strand. It's not alive. It's not
Yeah,
alive.
it's true. It's not alive. It's amino
It's
acids.
not
It's a
alive.
protein
And this
strand.
is what-
That
this-
true.
It's just a strand of protein
But
that you can't cook out of meat.
right.
You can't fucking do anything to
well,
get
no,
rid of it.
isn't it? It's originally caused by
bush meat.
It's caused
You know what I'm saying?
and it's
Yeah.
caused somehow by eating the brain matter of
Bush meat.
of your own species, right?
No, when you eat your own species,
No,
they
well,
create prions
you got it.
in your body, and then the
No,
next generation that eats you,
He's right.
prions are a way to fucking stop people from eating their own species.
Basically,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
But what happened with the cows is when cows would
We can't
you got to talk in your mic.
You gotta talk in the mic.
You know, he's very bad at his mic.
Yeah.
No,
but
like
it's
either
true.
3 feet back from it or 2 inches away from it.
Prions go in the brain. They eat. You grind a cow up and feed it to
That's
another
the thing.
cow
They used to
because you're
when-
fucking cheap and you don't want to buy
Right.
yourself
Cows
cow
would
food.
die. They just add them to the feed.
Yeah.
And
That
so they
created
started
prions.
developing. And then we started.
Cannibalistic humans created prions,
Right.
black mush brains that were fucking 1/4 the size of a brain should be. You know what I'm saying? Just mushed all inside there. They cut their heads open to eat their black brain because they thought that was spiritually awesome.
Right.
But really, it just gave them those prions, which are super.
I will receive all the
super,
knowledge.
Super cells.
Yes, man, hell.
Yeah, right.
Because
And
I'm a
Idiots.
dumbass from an
yeah, right.
island in the 1500s.
Which gave them prions, so they went fucking bananas and started eating people too because everybody's on prions. That's why they don't. That's why they didn't
'Cause a
build
lot- well,
skyscrapers. That's
I
why
know
they
the
only
worst
built a
case
hut.
of it, and you know, I've read up a lot about it.
What,
the
mad
worst
cow?
case of it was an island off of the fucking coast of fucking Australia.
Oh, New Guinea.
No, it wasn't. New
Yeah,
Guinea.
that was where the
New Guinea's got a lot of cannibals.
Yeah,
It
no,
wasn't-
they actually said that they didn't
wasn't
actually
New
were
Guinea.
cannibals. They just said that to scare people away.
Well, no, I don't
But
know.
they were. They ate people. all
What,
the
that's
time.
where fucking Nelson Rockefeller got eaten, right?
It's where all the research
Or is
on
what's his name? No,
prions
Nelson Rockefeller's
happened,
son?
As
Yeah,
far as where
yeah,
that goes.
yeah. They were eating. They were eating
Yeah.
brains and shit. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
They were. I mean, they fucking whittled it down into you're eating each other.
They were
and
psychopaths.
It's fucking killing you.
They were probably
because-
eating each other's wieners.
Isn't that weird,
Dude,
though?
Yeah, that's weird.
How is biology so fucking crazy that it's like, if I eat you and you and you and you, and if I eat you all, I'll probably die because of just some weird protein strand that like somehow protects you
From being
me
eaten by you.
No, that protein strand that is absolutely like just fucking bizarre to even exist. If I ate you and I ate you and I ate you and I ate you, I'd probably die.
I think he's gonna eat us.
Fucked up.
Yes. Yeah, eating people is not cool.
I was
folks.
just watching a
But I would eat you if I needed to.
So yeah, it was a pretty cool bus ride.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, we're on the bus, right? And no, I was just watching a fucking thing about what's it? Now I can't remember the kid's name. It was Nelson Rockefeller was the governor. Look this up. I think he was the governor of New York or something. I don't remember. You can find out. But his, you know, they're one of the Rockefellers, and his son goes on some exploring, mission where he used to collect fucking heads for the Museum of like natural art or primitive art or something like this.
natural history.
Natural history, and then also like this primitive art museum. And so he would go out around and fucking collect actual human heads that the tribes would like chop off somebody, decorate up their head, dry it out, put a bunch of feathers on it and shit, and he'd go like trade like axes and fucking supplies and shit that they want for these heads. And so he's out doing this, and they capsized their fucking boat and got dragged out to sea. So the two like guides that they had with them just jumped off and swam back to shore, but the two white guys were like kind of too scared at first.
Lyme
So-
disease, probably.
So he waits for a while and finally decides to jump off. What's his name?
Michael.
Michael, that's right. Michael Rockefeller, yeah. This is, I think, in the 70s, right? 73 or something.
That's
What,
right around the
19
time Lyme disease came out.
Yeah.
61.
Oh, 61. Wow. Okay. So, anyways,
You're talking about 30 years ago? 40 years ago?
40,
What are you talking?
50.
73? 73
55?
what? 1873? 1573?
Yeah. So in 1573.
1573, right?
No,
All right. What's
So
going
anyways-
It
on
was
with these
actually
fuckers?
1961.
it was 1961.
1961?
So he jumps off the boat and tries to swim back to land, and
He didn't make
nobody
it, right?
nobody ever saw him again,
No,
except for
because it was 1963.
then all these stories. No, that's not why. All these stories started popping up And like natives were like bragging about having captured him and eaten him because like they had just had some conflict with some Dutch people and they thought they needed to kill a white guy to like
What
cleanse
else
their
they got to
fucking
brag
spirits.
about, dude? What
So,
else?
well, but
they
that's
have
what
to grab
that's
for-
what a lot of people say. They're like, there's no way they actually ate
They're
him.
not gonna win the World
They're-
Series. Like, what else do they have to brag about?
What the fuck?
Yo, I ate your fucking Explorer, nigga. I ate him.
Not gonna win the World Series.
Eat your homies.
Ate your
Fuck
motherfucker.
you.
They're like, hey, have you seen Francis? And they're like, we ate Francis. Everyone was like, what?
His
They're
name was
like-
Michael.
That's what they were saying.
Everybody calm down. Listen, here's what happened. Some rumors started emerging about them being eaten, but then this other guy, like 10 years later, tells this explorer who had been there to look for Michael Rockefeller already. He like tracks him down, finds him, and tells him, "Look, we're doing some shady shit. They're like pirating around and stealing something or drug dealing. I forget what the fuck they were up to, but he's like, listen, we saw this guy, this older white guy, who's like, long beard and the whole thing." And we stayed with this tribe, on this island, and they had this white guy came out and said, like they're not letting me leave. They like think I'm some kind of magical gift or something and some good luck shit, and they're not letting me leave. So he goes back to the States and tells this guy. They go off on this giant expedition and find nothing, So there's just all these stories, but they can never quite figure out what the fuck happened to the guy. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. They had a lot of. I'm not sure if they were saying the same shit where they're like, these people aren't cannibals. Like some of the scientists that were like working around there, they're like, they're not cannibals. They just fucking want to scare everybody.
Did they get
They eat
edified?
brains. No. That culture was known for eating brains.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the specific. The Osmot.
Osmot,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it was.
And it's just like kind of accepted.
Yeah, dude.
that
When I
they killed him
when I
and-
left them, they were kind of pissed off. But I was just like, yeah, I ain't with it no more.
I gotta take a break from the Osmots.
I can't just keep
Yeah.
eating these brains. And
I'm gonna
all
try
that.
being an alcoholic in the United States for a
And
while.
you know what? It works, and most of the parasites are gone now, except for my Lyme disease.
So a lot of the shit you were saying about Lyme disease, though, that's why I brought up mad cow, because it's like a lot of the same shit that they say mad cow is. They say that
No,
about
there's
all-
not prions
Yeah, all-
there's not like fucking amino acid structures.
No. I'm talking about
Lyme
the
disease.
the
It's
diseases that could
bacterial.
be misdiagnosed and stuff like
Oh,
that,
yeah,
like brain
it's
conditions.
totally so
like
many
Alzheimer's,
things.
like could be a lot of mad cow
Any
disease.
joint condition, any fucking for Lyme disease, any joint condition, anything like that, any degenerative brain disease could be Lyme disease.
Okay.
I heard that there was a study that 100% of the people tested for Alzheimer's disease that died and were Harvard cadavers had Lyme disease. Stuff like that.
So it's easy to tell, like once they dissect the body.
Well, there's a thing because if you get tested at the fucking doctor's office, there's like a fucking what's that place that cares about diseases? That's America.
CDC.
The CDC doesn't let them fucking test. They have like they mandate the tests.
That's really.
And they took out 2 different bands that look for Lyme disease, and made the test that standardized like that, and said you have to use this one, and it's only 14% accurate. I mentioned that earlier.
Right.
And but there you can have a test. Like I said, there's only 3 labs in the country that do it. You have to pay for it yourself. Blah 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 blah. But they know how to make it come up false, because it's like the biggest soft kill there is. It's bigger than cancer. It's bigger than depression.
how-
people with
so-
depression, Lyme disease.
But then we go back-
People with anything, anything.
Okay, but then
what?
we-
Your foot hurt? Lyme disease.
You're way.
Is your elbow hurt?
overestimating
Lyme
it.
disease.
Yeah.
It's
Is your elbow hurt?
It's not tested for.
It's not-
87% of
It's
people
not
that have Lyme
fucking
disease
bigger
have
than
not
cancer,
do not know
dude.
it.
It's not fucking bigger than cancer.
And hold on. So
Dude,
you're
it's-
still-
Sorry, dude.
Yeah,
a lot of the soft kill techniques,
it's bigger than M&M, bro.
but a lot of the soft kill techniques.
M&M isn't
there's
bigger
way-
than cancer
guys.
either, dude. Cancer kills a lot of people.
was a joke.
M&M
Anyway,
doesn't.
what were you
Okay,
saying?
a lot of the soft kill techniques, there's easy ways that like the elite have of getting around it. Like you don't have to drink fluoride, you don't have to fucking smoke cigarettes, you don't have to eat fucking shit that kills you,
You
and
have
gives you heart disease.
HPV and Lyme disease. Fuck you.
No, I know, but what do you?
That's what it is. You're right.
You know what I mean? But how would they avoid that shit?
They don't have to go in nature.
What are you talking about? They don't have to go anywhere. They're in like the the places.
Yeah, but you're claiming you can get it.
But you're claiming
you know.
it's so fucking
Yeah.
it's so monstrous. It's so terrible.
No, it's so expansive.
uncurable.
No,
it's so
it's incurable.
It's
It's
so
incurable if you don't
demonized.
catch it within a
It's
couple
so
weeks.
Fucking,
No,
you cannot
I'm not-
avoid
no, no,
it.
I
as
looked
a
it up
poor
over the
man.
last couple days.
You're poor. You will have this destructive disease tear through your innards and make you.
It's not curable after like a
Like a
fucking
drill,
whatever,
like a
dude.
drill,
You're
like you
done.
know what you use to make a hole in wood. You guys
No,
know
you're
what that is?
done.
Yeah, or like a corkscrew.
No, you're done. If you don't get it treated within fucking 2 months and you go on like the intravenous shit,
Know what a drill
that'll
is, right?
only keep you regular. You're dead. You die. People die from that shit. Turns little girls into retards. Like a little girl that's like, oh, I'm a regular little girl and I can move all my legs and arms and shit. She's like dancing. Like 3 months later, Lyme disease. Bitch fucking drooling out of her fucking mouth, talking like an idiot. You know?
Can she still dance?
No,
They
fuck no.
want
She
you
couldn't
to
even fucking move.
They
Dude,
want you to think that, 'cause
seizures.
that makes
That's a
you
symptom.
fucking scared.
Floaters. Just everything. Everything
Floaters. What are
Alright.
what are those?
All right,
We've already talked about that.
damn it. I hate David Box.
All I'm saying is that it's a fucking crazy thing.
Is that we all have Lyme disease? We get it.
Not all of us, but a lot of people do, and a lot of people are getting it. It fucks everybody up. And depression is like the number
Or
one
maybe
thing.
nobody has it, and
No,
they're
a
just
lot of
like-
people have it.
They're just spreading every fucking single possible
Maybe
fucking
this is-
side effect and everything else. Oh, what is a symptom?
Well, I only
What is
I
the
don't
symptom?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Everything is a symptom. Do
No,
you
that's not true.
breathe? Do you breathe? It's a
Lyme disease.
Lyme disease.
That's not fair to say
You're
because
a Lyme disease.
no, that's not fair to
niggas.
say.
You breathe.
That's not fair to say because all these
fuck.
make misdiagnoses under
Oh
this
my God.
umbrella
Hey,
of Lyme
hey,
disease.
guess what,
could be-
man?
Is like 40, 50
100% of the
and they're
people
giving
that breathe
pills for
oxygen
years, and then
die,
these people,
motherfucker.
These people finally figure out that they
100%
have
of the
Lyme
people
disease,
that
and then they
breathe
actually start to
oxygen will
work
die.
towards feeling better.
Oxygen is deadly.
always misdiagnosed.
Don't breathe
Guys,
You
oxygen.
can't just sit there and both talk over each other.
Well,
Like,
I'm talking.
one of you has to go, oh shit, the other one's at some point, one of you has to
Either
go.
way, I don't care. It's always
Wait.
misdiagnosed.
But this is how
I'm
question.
concerned
This
about
is
it.
also how it is to just hang out
think-
with you guys regularly. You're just constantly both talking at the same
I
time.
think it's
Because
no,
you're with each other all the time, so you just don't give a shit what the other one's saying anymore. That's what it is. But I know why. No, I get it, Dan. I'm sorry.
So hold
I
on.
Maybe
forgot.
the way you act like this is because you're an idiot. Shut up.
See, there we go.
Good
Yeah.
one.
Boom.
Just
Got
throwing
it.
a
Nice.
tantrum. Wait, so if the tests
Throwing a tantrum.
if the tests are so unavailable and the ones that can provide it are gonna like skew it or botch the test,
They're 14%
where did-
accurate.
Okay, but if they're so inaccurate, then where do the numbers come from for?
Yeah.
You know, how do you know hundreds of thousands of people are getting it if a test is not being performed?
That's a good
Speechless.
question.
Yeah. There's a lot of stats like
That's a
that
good question.
that are
Yeah.
like, you know,
But I think
only
I
one
think
in
it's
5
that-
rapes are reported.
I think
like,
it's that.
the fuck is
I
getting
think it's
that?
that-
question. I
I
have
think it's that
absolutely
they
no
said-
answer.
No, I have an
Right.
answer. I mean, I don't know. I just fucking learned about this. Shut up. I'm not it. I'm
answer.
just talking about it. And also, I have Lyme disease. Anyway, so
All right.
He's confused.
no, I thought
I
about
know.
that too. I thought, numbers are cooked. There were like 300 to 500,000 people contracted every year. That's according to LymeDisease.org, which is like the biggest advocate.
How you know
on
you can trust
exposing-
them?
Well, they're the biggest ones out there. They're always on the media. They were on RT. They were on a bunch of TV shows and shit. They're like the advocates for that bullshit. Do it slower.
They're
Anyway.
working with the Lyme disease agenda.
All right, I've had
No,
enough of
no,
Lyme
they
disease.
hate the Lyme disease
All right.
fucking agenda.
I'm never eating shrimp again.
Why?
It's
'Cause there's no Lyme disease in there.
no. There's much worse.
Don't eat ticks.
No, I
Yeah,
won't.
those are bad for you.
So
I had a tick on
I
my
found
asshole
out-
last summer.
I've had some bad places too.
like
Go ahead.
95%.
What's going on with the shrimp?
95% of the shrimp that you get comes from either Asia or mostly Vietnam.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I had a
Yeah,
shrimp
well,
on my asshole
they're-
just last month.
Why basically is that?
They're farmed right there in that irradiated water. From,
Are you afraid that the shrimp have slanted eyes? Like, why is that disgusting just automatically?
They're all swimming around, just bumping into each other, and they
Just
don't
like-
know how to
Just
navigate.
like into tsunami victims, like you're afraid that they're like breeding and all the tsunami victims from the fucking East Coast. It's just like, oh, look at all the fucking Japanese fucking corpses all around the fucking shrimps.
What? The fuck?
Not only do they get pulled
I
out
hear
of that
funny stuff.
incredibly radiated water,
What is that?
But once they get shipped into the U.S., like if you check a package of shrimp where it came from, it just comes from whatever U.S. distributor. That like you can't trace it back to wherever it was actually farmed. Okay, so like if that's not
So what's
bad
the problem?
enough, here's the
Did I
biggest
miss
problem.
something? Where they're coming from Vietnam and someplace, and what's going on? Why
Well,
are
all
they bad?
the water has all the radiation from the
Oh, from
nuclear power.
Fukushima?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a big thing.
For Vietnam, that
And
has
it's
nothing
right.
to do with Fukushima.
It's the water is right there.
Where are you talking
So
about?
and then they cover up the actual source of the shrimp
Okay.
by giving it to American distributors, and then they can say,
So
"Oh,
you
it
can
comes
only,
from
as a
wherever."
consumer, track it back to the distributor.
Right, exactly.
In the U.S.
So even worse than that is I just saw a video of at a Vietnamese shrimp farm where they take a chemical called CMC, which is like it's kind of like gelatin. It's like makes a gelatinous thing when you mix it with water.
Yeah.
And they take it and they inject
Sounds like
it
my wife.
into the shrimp. They have like these chemical injecting guns, and they inject this chemical into the shrimp each 3 times and fill them with this gel so that they weigh more and they look fresher than they actually are. And then they ship that shit out here for us to eat. And it's like not a food grade substance, it's just like a gelatinous chemical.
So wait, we're putting
Wait.
injected gel in our mouths?
So the shrimp is
Yeah.
like mostly not shrimp.
Right. It's filled with this gel.
I knew there
which
was
is
something wrong with
clear.
it, dude.
Yeah.
Shrimp is disgusting. I haven't been able to eat it for a few years. It just grosses me out. Like, look at it, like, ugh, why do I
Yeah.
want this fucking thing?
No, it's a bug. It's a
It
water
is.
bug.
Water bugs, yeah.
You ever seen one alive? They're horrifying.
Yeah. Totally.
Also, that sounds like my wife. Remember that? I said that earlier. Booyah. I said that 15 years ago.
Dude, they are disgusting. And then you get like shrimp at like a Chinese place, and they don't devein them.
Yeah.
They're like the little
Yeah,
ones.
there's
with
the poop fucking
Yeah.
thing.
Somebody told me that wasn't the poop.
That's the poop. What the fuck else is it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's
Hey,
the poop,
that's
right?
not poop on that shrimp. Yes, it is. That looks like shit.
I should have punched that guy in the
You
fucking
should've
face.
punched
What
him.
said that to me?
You should have took a shrimp and put it on your knuckles and punch him with a shrimp knuckle fist.
They have
Right.
they have their like spinal cord goes down the belly, you know, where they're
Yeah,
curved
dude, fuck
in,
that.
and
Don't-
then
Oh,
their
that's
boobs is on
gross.
their
Terrible
back.
animal.
Yeah.
Call it a fucking dirt.
Why would you eat a crustacean? I'm not with that. Like, would you like to go have some lobster with me? No, I would not. I don't want to break open an exoskeleton and eat some weird gelatinous bull.
Really? Would you
that's-
eat? Would you ever consider eating something like that if it lived on land? There's no fucking way,
No,
right?
No,
absolutely not.
take a. Yeah, you're right. Take a big ass fucking like mechanism to crack open a fucking like deer's kneecap.
No, well, you know what it would be,
And eat
dude.
the inside of the deer's kneecap. Like,
here's the thing.
wham! This is the deer kneecap cracker. You crack this shit open, and you just like eat his knee.
I've easily eaten a million
Crazy.
fucking shrimp, right? I eat a lot of shrimp.
Yeah, okay.
What in the fuck do shrimp eat? How do you fucking know? They eat like plankton? Like what the fuck do shrimp eat?
Yeah, they must.
They have like a fucking 1,000
Like
million
a
legs.
little like leg.
Yeah,
face.
they're fucking the
They have a
weirdest
leg
thing we should
face.
never eat.
Find out what shrimp eat. Come on.
Yeah,
what
what
is
is
she
she-
doing?
like-
And also, what
They
are
have,
they
like,
and
a
how are
leg
they so
face.
stupid?
And the legs on their faces bring all the
The legs of the
plankton into their mouth.
Legs on their faces. No, but
Dude,
what I was thinking, like,
see it. You
the
look
only-
at it up close. It's weird, man.
the only equivalent on the land is like in like South America, one of those giant
The
fucking.
equivalent would be if your bitch had all
mm.
them fucking legs, she'd give you a hand job and you could fuck her at the same time.
But if
It'd
but
be
if
like that.
doesn't
what
make
would you
any
ever
sense.
no I know exactly what he's saying. What he's saying is that if shrimp started getting abortions,
Ah.
there's no telling what's gonna happen after that.
The only thing on land that is remotely even like that is those giant fucking like centipede or millipede things that are
Yeah.
fat. Like
Millipedes
that
are
you, that
nice,
you
though,
see in
isn't it?
Japanese.
Scorpion.
The
Or-
big fucking centipedes.
a scorpion
will kill
maybe?
you.
Okay, maybe a scorpion.
Totally.
What's a land
Millipede.
lobster?
No, like the black
Scorpion.
ones won't
Scorpion.
kill you, but the white ones will,
You
or
think
some
so?
shit.
Is that the equivalent?
Or a big old cockroach.
What is that? What is that?
They have pincers.
Well, because a crab is obviously a spider.
No,
Yeah.
crab's not a spider. Crab's
No.
a crustacean.
I understand that, but we're doing land sea equivalents, stupid. We're doing fucking what would it be if it lived on land? So a crab is a spider.
No, they,
Yeah.
they
The fuck
move
else would it be?
horizontally.
Are there
Spiders
sea
move forward.
arachnids?
Oh, that's what you're gonna base it on? The
Yeah.
fucking way they
Arachnids in the
move.
sea?
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
arachnids in the sea, right?
No, there's no. I don't think
Like
there's.
sea scorpions and shit.
Oh yeah, sure. No, like
Is that a
spiders
thing?
that can swim and
Sea
shit.
scorpion?
No,
like
you
Australia
guys are
and
just
shit.
making shit up now.
Arachnids,
No, that's
right?
bullshit. I saw a fucking video the other day. Dude, I'm fucking...
Andrea.
I know how to use the internet.
I
Did you
wanna
find out what
know.
shrimp eat?
Yes.
What
what
is
do
it?
they eat?
Small fish, algae,
How the fuck is this fucking shrimp
Plant
gonna eat a fucking
particles.
fish?
and plankton.
That made him really mad.
I said plankton. I guess that
What the
one.
fuck?
Yes.
They also
Clams.
eat decaying plants and will scavenge parts of dead animals,
Would they
such
eat
as
my
snails,
dick?
clams, and fish.
What is the next thing? What is the next thing we needed to know now? There was another question. Oh, is
Are there
sea
arachnids?
spiders?
are there
There-
aquatic arachnids?
Yeah,
Because I
there
know
are
that there
things-
aren't.
No,
Yeah,
there
I wanna
are
hear
things
aquatic arachnid.
called
It's a crab.
sea
It's a
spiders,
crab.
but they're not
It's a
actually
crab.
arachnids. They're
What
just
are
called
they?
sea spiders because they look
Yeah,
like
they're
spiders.
fucking water gliders. I know what those are.
They're pycnogonids.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just
Pick
said.
my gonads is the way you pronounce it.
Yeah, my mistake.
Don't pick his goat, man.
Marine arthropods,
Yeah,
Marine
but that's like
anthropods.
water.
Yeah.
It's like water gliders, right? Some shit.
sea spiders.
Sea spiders, water gliders, or whatever they call them.
They're called sea spiders.
Oh
Water gliders, you mean?
no,
there was a
they're like the little.
sea
They're like the little four-legged motherfuckers that always like roll in groups and like swim on lakes and shit. I don't know. You
That's
know
like
what
your
I'm
wife. You know what I
No,
mean?
my wife was gelatinous and fat, not swift.
Fucking
on top
four
of
legs
water.
rolling around on
No,
top of
no,
the
no.
water. on
No,
the lake.
that's not happening.
His wife has a lanyard.
That was my
and a
boyfriend.
chain attached,
No, that
and
was
he has
my
to, like,
that was my
tip
boyfriend on the
himself
side. Jesus.
and swim to the
That
bottom
was
of the
fucking
lake.
edgy.
Yeah, that was a gay fucking Jesus joke. You heard that?
Holy shit.
and then I
dude.
was saying that I was gay with Jesus.
My God.
Oh,
What do you
boy.
got, Andrea?
It's just a creepy picture of a sea spider.
Let me see.
They're and in no
You're not gonna
place
be able
are
to
they
turn.
referred to as
They're not a sea. There's not a spider in the
water
water.
gliders.
Ew. What the
Yeah,
fuck, dude?
right?
That thing is creepy as shit.
Yeah.
I would hate to have that crawl on my foot while I was scuba diving.
No,
Yeah.
I would never scuba dive again.
You never scuba dive. Shut up.
Well, I could though. Still, maybe.
No, you wouldn't because
I would
of sharks.
not. I would never scuba dive.
No
You're right.
way.
Okay, but still.
I would never want to see that thing when I was scuba diving, even though I never scuba dived.
Imagine you're walking along the beach and that thing just comes running out of the water and
Oh
jumps
no,
on
that's
your leg.
smashification. That's
dude,
instant smashification.
Oh yeah, just panic smash. Like when
Panic smash.
I was sitting on a
That
porch.
sounds
one-
like your name of your new record. should
yeah,
be.
panic smash. Shitty British band I'm in. I was sitting on a porch one time with my friends and everybody had their feet like kind of crossed in front of them. And this fucking praying mantis came running out of the bush in front of us and ran up my friend's pant leg like it had it planned out. It was like, just like jumped out and just ran straight for his pant leg. And he had no time to react and he just started like smacking it all panicked. And it fucking came out of his pants in like 4 pieces. You
Like
know, he was,
mashed potatoes.
he was like shaking it out. And he goes, he's just like, I remember he's standing there shaking his pants out and he goes, Jesus, fucking none of that shit, dude. Just shaking his pants out. I'm like, I guess that's pretty much sums it up.
What else are you supposed to do?
Fucking none of that shit. Let's go have a cigarette break and shit.
Was he black?
What are you
No.
gonna accept?
Let's go have a cigarette. See
What
how
will
I-
you accept? None of that shit.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Bacon flavored buttery boners.
Yay, we're back.
Yay!
It's the Overdose Talk Show. Andrea, what happened with that European thingy? You gotta explain this to me again because I haven't gotten up on this. But
That
we all know a lot
European
about
thingy.
9/11. Like you said, 9/11's always fucking interesting to talk about.
Oh yeah.
9/11 didn't happen in Europe.
I know. That's the
Oh,
biggest
oh,
psyop that's out there right now. That shit was in France, man.
The European Scientific Journal, a publication of the European Scientific Institute, published an article titled 15 Years Later on the Physics of High-Rise Building Collapses,
Right.
where they concluded that 9/11 must have been a controlled demolition.
Really?
Yep.
How did they conclude that?
Because
Physics.
shit falls at a certain fucking speed and there's no getting out of that.
It has seemed obvious
The
to a lot
fuck?
of us for a
What are
long
you
time.
talking
It's
about?
like, how the fuck could 3 buildings on the same day when it's never happened
Yeah,
once ever before.
They were the first
you know?
3 steel frame structures to ever
To ever
collapse due to fire,
Yeah.
and it all happened on the same fucking day ever. Even though the fucking shit in Madrid, Spain, that was like fucking 90 fucking stories, fucking just stayed there and just was a steel frame. It didn't collapse at all.
There's
It
a
was
bunch
just
of
a steel
examples
frame.
of
It was,
but people will say
but that was the biggest building ever fucking burned to nothing.
People will say the jet fuel burns hot enough that it's a different story, I guess.
That's
but
not true. Not for molten steel.
I also always thought, what the fuck was, when the planes hit the building, you saw a giant fiery explosion. Like, what was all that if that wasn't the jet fuel burning up?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? How is there...
Hey, remember when you watched the footage of them collapsing and you could see explosions all over the place? How about that? And there's nothing else anybody can say about that. When you watch those videos, there's explosions. If you think that that's pressure from the building
That's the
collapsing,
official story. Is
you're
that
fucking stupid.
The official story
when
is
the
that
fucking buildings collapsed and concrete exploded outwards and turned into fucking dust, that was an controlled demolition. If you think otherwise, you're retarded.
Well,
Cameras that existed.
I don't
that's
have-
when they popped into
He's
existence.
just leaning over against the wall.
No, but do you guys agree? Are you, if you're not retarded, you know that 9/11 was completely controlled demolition.
All right. Listen, here's what I would say. It does kind of make sense. Like, all right, nothing makes sense to me about the 3 buildings all collapsing. The people say that Building 7 was hit by the World Trade Center 2, so it was damaged enough that it finally collapsed. Like, that makes no fucking sense to me at all.
Yeah.
No.
No, there was an hour worth of footage.
It also
of
doesn't.
it
But here's the other thing.
Before it collapsed.
It does look like somewhat controlled. It doesn't look like exactly like a typical controlled demolition, but I could see them finding some other way of doing it that doesn't, that isn't
That's
exactly
less
the same.
obvious,
That's-
yeah.
Or I mean, because it does tip over a little. You know what I mean? There's big
it
ass
was
chunks of it left and
hit
stuff.
by
and
something.
well, yeah.
Does anybody here question
It
it?
was hit by something. You said.
Dude, I don't. There's not much question in my mind that there was some aspect of demolition going on. How could there not have been?
BBC reported that Tower 7 fell before
When it was behind her
fell.
fucking shoulder, when it was right over her left shoulder.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
it went all, we're losing signal weird on it, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Then, not only BBC, but like ABC, or another fucking person fucking, at the same exact time, misinformed people that it had collapsed. So at the same exact time BBC and that bitch got caught with it behind her shoulder, the same exact time, another outlet reported it simultaneously, like if they were supposed to at that time.
So
Here's
yeah,
the other
I think
thing.
they were late with like some of the planning, and then
it is one of those
Something,
things.
something.
Here's the reason this persists is because it seems to like it's so obvious if you look at it a certain way, but then I think the tendency is for people to go like, well, hold on, we can't just like trust our own eyes and perceptions of like what it seems like happened. We have to be told an official story for us to, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like it really is, just think about it just that simply. 3 fucking buildings collapsed because of like
fire damage.
fire damage and structural damage or
The
whatever
Harley Davidson guy. Come
Within-
on.
Level
I've
to
already
the
got
fucking
him. Yeah.
ground.
within 2 hours.
Okay, now wait. Also, the engineers and architects who designed those buildings specifically designed the World Trade Towers to withstand larger impacts than
No,
the
but
plane that
no,
hit them.
multiple impacts at the largest bomber at the time. The largest,
Well, they were
the
with-
largest
no.
commercial airplane at the time. It was to withstand several attacks by like the biggest
747s.
Boeing or
Right.
something like
Yeah.
that.
747s,
And I
and
think
it was
they were hit by
a
like 737s. Yeah.
Right.
right.
And they can take multiple strikes from a bigger plane. That's
Right.
how they built them.
That's literally what they were designed.
So
to
what
do.
is this? What is this new report saying though? How did they decide this? Do you know?
This is
I think it's just a matter of
We watched
mapping
the video
physics
again.
out. Yeah.
And I mean, common sense says that this shit was a controlled demolition.
All
so-
right.
no, it's not common. Yeah, not common sense. It fucking that shit fucking blew up. You see it. That's not it
Traces
blowing
of
up.
thermite?
That's not it blowing up. That video doesn't show
Right,
it blowing up.
that's
No,
the
that
thing.
video shows it blowing up.
People
it's
that,
blowing up. Are you stupid? It's fucking blowing
Right.
up. Look at it. Blowing up.
And
It's
people,
fucking blowing up. That's not explosions. It's fucking exactly what the fuck it is. It's a fucking explosion. It's a blowing the fuck up. Go ahead,
People
Jenny, I'm sorry.
no, it's cool.
It
People
falls at fucking
No, I'm just talking about the
At the
explosions.
speed of fucking gravity, it fucking falls.
And on top of that, he's right about that. On the speed of fucking gravity,
Point your mic
it's
at you.
Fucking explosion. Go ahead. I want to hear what you had to say. But seriously, it shouldn't go no further than that. Hey, watch this video. Was that exploding?
Does it say something?
No, it wasn't.
Does it
You should be
okay.
murdered.
Does it say something about traces of thermite in their finding?
Every single.
no,
I'm sorry.
It's based on the physics of how it happened.
Okay.
okay.
And
So they're saying it
let's
couldn't
see.
possibly have been the pancake theory.
could
like
not have possibly the
no,
only
not possibly ever.
Fell at very
way.
Free fall
Free
speed.
fall.
It would have to stop intermittently when it
started crushing floor
Came into
after
inertia.
floor after floor after floor, as it fucking demolished people after people as it fucking smashed through them, it would have lost momentum.
It would have had to have, right? Yeah.
It would have had to have.
Yeah.
But it fell at free speed. It fell all the way down.
free fall speed. That's
Free fall, yeah.
That's
Nothing.
impossible too. It should intermittently have been fucking
Nothing
abrupted.
stopped it, nothing.
Which it was not. And you know what? This is all retarded. When I say, "Hey, watch the video," and then you're like, "Oh shit, that's an explosion coming out that building. Many explosions." Oh, that's not an explosion. Well, you're fucking stupid and you shut up.
Oh,
so
it's
like
the
Sandy,
windows
so,
blowing out from the pressure changing.
No,
in the
that's
building.
bullshit. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. Look at fucking Sandy Hook. The fucking library teacher, or no, the library teacher said
Going
that
wide with it, huh?
said
Yeah.
listen, the only living adult to see the fucking shooter was the library teacher.
Right, no.
And she said that his mother was the best kindergarten teacher she's ever
It was the
dealt
it
with.
was the nurse.
The nurse, right?
Yeah.
The nurse
okay,
said.
but still, who cares? That's
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You look at a fucking video and there's explosions. That's
Right.
what they are. They're not something you're looking at that's different because somebody said so. That's an explosion. Just look at it.
So you're
And-
making the comparison to the really obvious thing in Sandy
the
Hook,
obvious thing
where the
that-
lady said that she knew the kindergarten the guy's
Oh,
mom.
she's one of the best
Yeah, well,
kindergarten
I'll
teachers
I'll
ever.
explain it. The
Yeah,
nurse
explain it.
is on film saying she knew the shooter's mom. She was a great
And this is
teacher.
like day 2.
And then it came out like later that day that
She
she had
never
never
worked
worked at
there.
that school.
So-
And so they changed the story like, oh no, she actually never worked there, but there was this one piece of footage of somebody lying.
So the
and
smoking
saying,
gun
oh, yeah.
is the
Yeah.
fucking the
Right.
nurse. We did it for Conscious Nexus.
Yeah. Anyways, okay.
Anyway,
I'm just saying,
so
there's
this,
so stupid shit going on. Nobody wants to go hurt anybody. I'm down to go hurt stuff.
Andrea, get us
this-
back on track.
This team for the European Scientific Journal basically just concluded that even if an airplane crashed into the building and dumped all of its fuel, it would have caused a lot of damage, but the structure itself would have remained standing, just hands down. And the only way to bring down a building like that is with placed explosives.
Yeah.
So,
When I remember when MythBusters tried to prove that you could melt a steel beam with jet fuel.
you
It
can
was like-
weaken a steel beam with
Well,
jet
and
fuel.
plus they had to use a beam. Well, they actually were able to like to have one, split in half, I think, after a while. But they tried it a bunch of ways, and they could only do it with a beam like a tenth the size of the ones in the trade towers and trade center towers, and they had a
Not
they had
no
a fire.
more.
They had a fire that was like the entire
kidding.
amount that would be in a plane. Like concentrated in like a fucking 20 by 30 foot pit that they had over this beam that was like a tenth the size of the beams in the building, and that's how they made it happen. I'm like, that doesn't fucking prove anything.
Hold on.
That's like, and still,
Oh, you were asking about
building collapsed.
nanothermite earlier?
How
Hold on.
long? How
I'm
long?
sorry.
But how long went between the time that the plane hit and the building collapsed?
Like
It wasn't
45
ve-
minutes.
It was
45
like an hour.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like
Yeah. And
That's-
you were asking
fucking
earlier about the
doesn't make any sense,
nanothermite.
dude.
Out of like hundreds of fucking samples taken from every single place around the entire site, every single one of them tested positive for military grade nanothermite.
Is that true? Because I've heard
That's true.
A lot.
Physicists-
I've heard a
that's
lot
like
of
the-
people
that's
say
like
that.
one of the
that's-
arguments for
I don't know. I
physicists against 9/11. That's one of their arguments.
right. Okay.
So
So they definitely did sample thermite, right?
No,
architects and
hundreds of
engineers
samples.
for 9/11 Truth say the same thing.
Right.
Also.
No,
They
they
had
took
to
hundreds of
scramble
samples.
to get it though, because I thought as soon
Yeah, they
as
took
shit
it.
happened,
They were first
everything
responders.
was super controlled.
The opposition
evidence
to
was
this
hard
are
to
the
get
people
its
that were
hands on.
affected and now have like fucking straight up like stage 38 cancer.
Yeah.
From fucking helping everybody. They're the ones
just
running the
raisins.
fucking 9/11 fucking truth movement because they're fucking dying. Their teeth are falling out. They're all fucking dead.
Right. What were you saying? Is that what you were saying about them getting sick, the first responders?
No, the all the rubble and shit was very quickly controlled and destroyed.
And then it was put on a boat and shipped to China to a landfill, right?
It was
that.
before anyone could properly test it for
that's
traces
true.
of thermite. Shit was gathered up and
But
and
the
gotten
dust,
rid of.
the dust was what I was talking about. But yeah,
Right.
sure.
So where did they get the samples from?
Some people, or what I remember was a lady like picked up some rubble from that like landed near where she lived. So people like grabbed little bits and pieces for souvenirs, and
I
testing
see.
came from that.
Oh, okay. That is a little unreliable then.
But
I don't know.
mean,
not saying that I don't
that's
believe
just
it,
for-
but I could see
No,
why
but
people
remember what
would
I
write
said
it
about
off,
when you
know?
watch the video and the building's exploding? There's nothing more to say. I'm sorry.
It's true, and also, I mean, it is literally the first time in history that a building
Just
collapsed from burning.
exploded.
There are buildings
A building
that burned
collapsed
for
and
2 weeks.
exploded that you could visually see it exploding. That's the first time a building you can visually see it's exploding and collapsing because it's exploding.
That's not the first time.
Well,
So this is huge.
This is
pretty-
the first time was when companies paid people to fucking do it for them, and you saw it on video.
This is pretty huge fucking news, though.
Yeah.
Really?
You think it would be?
Yeah.
You sure
we-
think it would be?
We have an election going on.
How many strong is scientists and engineers for 9/11 Truth or whatever it
Oh,
is?
that's like 100,000
Architects.
homies.
Architects
That's like
and
100,000
engineers.
homies.
I remember it was
a lot.
10,000 or something a
Yeah,
long
it's
time
big.
ago.
It's
Yeah.
big. Those guys, there's like a lot of homeboys.
My internet's not working.
Oh, it isn't?
Well,
Son of a
you
bitch.
probably did that to yourself somehow.
I must have.
It's instant justice for the atrocities you committed to the guy who
They
was
know
$200
we're talking about
on the
this.
highway exit.
But architects and engineers for 9/11 have done a lot of stuff. They did, not this past year, but the year before, they bought a huge ad space in Times Square on 9/11 to be like, hey, come to our website and take a look at what we've actually figured out
Dude,
about
like
this.
90% of Americans think that shit was fucking an inside job.
No,
That's
there's
like-
a lot of people who don't. I've talked to them. They're very fucking weird.
No,
Do
they're
they, like,
retards.
believe
Yeah,
the
They also think that words hurt
official
your feelings.
story 100%, or do they just not believe that?
I think there's a weird detachment that they just don't believe people could be that evil. So they just don't want to hear about it. You know, they really
And
just
also, they don't want you to say certain words or clap because that can trigger them.
Yeah.
No, clapping's not a thing. They have to snap. You ever seen that?
Yeah, I have. It's very strange.
They're cry bullying somebody. One of them is cry bullying somebody. You know what cry bullying is?
What?
And
Nope.
Where you're crying and talking shit to somebody like you're the victim, but you're obviously the fucking offender.
Oh, I see
Cry
what you mean.
bullying.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she's cry bullying somebody, and guess what everybody around her is doing? Because clapping triggers people.
What are you talking about? Is this a video
The
you saw?
the Yale shit. Remember the whole big Yale shit with safe space and Halloween last year? The fuck
No.
are you talking about? You guys,
Yeah, I do remember that.
you guys living under a rock?
Yeah, and you know what? The University of Illinois in Chicago just became the first university to officially outlaw safe spaces.
Good.
And
Fuck
they
yeah.
issued a statement to all their students like there will be no safe spaces.
Yeah, that's
on our
fucking
campus.
Safe
retarded.
space.
We are not going to do shit.
We
for
want
you.
something that's different than the First Amendment. Well, then go to fucking Kuwait, bitch. The fuck out of my country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Take your ass to Kuwait or
They
fucking Saudi
definitely
Arabia.
won't
Get the
offend
fuck
you
up out of
in
here.
Kuwait.
No, it won't. Nobody's gonna fucking clap for you. Anything you do, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck up out of here. These fucking pussy ass bitches. Have you seen what they do? They get pissed about any single fucking thing you say. You don't even have to say nothing. Like, remember Humongous? Remember that guy? He's the guy.
Who?
Anybody?
Who?
Humongous.
No.
He is like some feminist. Nobody remembers. Some feminist was like,
I was fucking the shit.
yeah, he was the
dude.
shit.
Nobody fucking remembers
some
Humongous?
feminist.
No.
Play
She
that
was.
fucking video.
Yeah, play Humongous.
What is it?
Humongous. Just type in Humongous.
Just type in Hugh.
Some feminist was like,
like
"What's
the
your name?"
name,
And he's like,
H-U-G-H.
"Hugh." And she's like, "What's your last name?" He goes,
Mungus.
"Mungus." And then she's like, "He raped me. Arrest him. He's raping me."
Tweet. And obviously nobody gave a
Put
fuck.
that shit on.
Hold on, I think I got it here.
Yeah,
Is
you
this
definitely got it.
the right one?
I can't believe you've never seen this.
You never seen this shit?
Humongous? No.
No one's
No?
ever seen Humongous?
Play this.
Never seen this. What is going on here?
I don't know. What it look like? A computer
Dude,
monitor,
What the fuck?
computerized person? Fuck you.
Hold on.
There it is. That's him. That's
All right.
humongous.
Humongous.
Rewind it. You gotta rewind it. Turn it up.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
See, what's your name?
Humongous. He said,
All right, let's
he's
see.
raping me.
This is humongous. What is your name?
Yeah, sure.
It's humongous.
Okay. Humongous what? Humongous what?
Humongous on the bitch.
Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
That's what it is.
Humongous what? Is that sexual harassment?
No, it's
Oh,
humongous.
is
Then why
that
did you say that
sexual
to me?
harassment?
What? Humongous what?
Humongous what?
Humongous what? Humongous what? This person just spoke to me in a sexually harassing way.
I did not.
Yeah, he did. He said, "Do you know what my name is?" And I said,
"Do you
"What?"
want my
And he
name?"
said,
No, she
"Humongous."
asked what his name was.
Yeah. This person just sexually harassed me.
I said I'm humongous.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Humongous what?
Humongous.
So now you're actually pointing to yourself. You're actually pointing to your body parts.
I need to go.
Okay, he's asking me to leave. He's asking me to leave.
If somebody's
fucking
asking
people are
my name,
insane,
guess what I'm
dude.
gonna say? Humongous.
What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? What is your name?
Ma'am?
What is your name?
So they're like at a college or something, right?
Something.
To know.
Yeah. To know what?
Security for my
Listen
job.
how frantic and
What is
crazy
your
she
name?
is.
What is your name? What is your name? What is your name?
Humongous.
Your name?
I've already told you my
No,
name.
he's
What
asking.
is
She's
your-
asking
no,
the
no,
security.
you-
Yeah, now she's talking to the security guard. He sexually harassed her by saying his name was humongous.
Was that really his name?
That could actually be his name.
No, he was just hilarious. He was just awesome.
dad joke.
What's your name? Hugh. What's your last name? Mungus. I've heard several interviews with him talking about this very situation, and he was just saying that
Who
because
is
he's
this
a fat
guy?
guy.
He's just some guy?
No, he's fat.
Is
so
he like a YouTuber
What's
or
your
something?
name?
or-
Humongous. I'm a humongous guy. That's what his nickname is. That's where it came from.
It's just a bad joke.
What is? Are you talking about? Now you're pointing
You're
at it.
sexually
You're pointing at it
harassing
now. I
me.
see you pointing at yourself now.
yeah, and he wasn't. He was just kind
No,
of.
he was just kind of walking
was,
around,
like, kinda
just
just, like, holding
what
his
is that
hands like
supposed to
this.
mean? This guy
Sex.
sexually assaulted me.
My sex is being assaulted.
Yeah.
All right, so we did that.
By you.
I'm on architects.
Humongous.
I'm on architects and engineers for 911truth.org. It's AE911
Yeah, there's
truth.
there's a whole bunch of homeboys that are signing to that.
I can't see. I haven't been able to
Probably go to the
figure
top.
out
Go
how
to the
many
top.
of them are on there, but they're key evidence. I was going to run through it really quick. All right, they got the rapid onset of destruction, constant acceleration at or near free fall through what should have been the path of the greatest resistance. Okay, that's a good way of putting it too.
Sure.
Like it should have fucking tipped over, or been slowed, like Dan said. Like it would have had to have fucking slowed down. You know, numerous eyewitness accounts of explosions, including FDNY personnel.
Including videos.
Lateral ejection of multi-ton steel framing members distances of 600 feet or more at 60 miles an hour. Mid-air pulverization of 90,000 tons of concrete and large volumes of expanding pyroclastic like dust clouds.
You haven't met my wife.
Shut up. Isolated explosive ejections 20 to 60 stories below the crush zone.
Jesus.
Total destruction and dismemberment of all three buildings with 220 floors each, an acre in size, missing from the Twin Towers debris pile. Okay, so they're saying 220 floors are missing, and they're each an acre in size. Okay. Several tons of molten steel found in the debris piles. Evidence of thermite incendiaries on steel beams, nanothermite composites, and iron. What does that say? Iron microspheres. Iron microspheres found in WTC
That's how the shit
dust
beads
samples.
up and shit.
Okay. Oh, okay, and that's how they can. That makes
Yeah,
them think that there's thermite present.
It's beating up. It
Okay.
turns into little spheres. Yeah.
That's just kind of the
Just how
you know,
hot steel acts. with that.
bullet points that they focus on.
It's
Yeah.
there's over 2,500 architects and engineers as members.
That's a lot.
Over 2,500. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
see, I thought it was like way more than that.
No, there can't be many fucking homeboys like that. It's probably
Trick
like
said
10
100,000.
Yeah, but I bet it's like 10% of all the homies in the country that are that what they are.
Architects and engineers? I don't know. No, there's
There can't be
probably
that many.
There's probably more than 25,000 architects
Yeah,
and
but
engineers.
all those guys don't have any balls enough to stand up.
You
to
know what?
it
It is an awful lot, though.
It is, yeah.
It really
Yeah,
is.
2,500 homies.
They try to make it seem like a
we're
fucking
smart.
like guys like us. We're easy to write off because we're just like loser, like stoners, drink all the time and shit. Blah blah blah. Like
I don't drink when I'm sleeping. I quit drinking every day.
that's hilarious. It's such an old man joke. Hey, I don't care what everybody else says about you. I think you're all right.
No, but
that
you're
coming
right.
next?
You're right. Just doesn't mean we're
In the
fucking retards.
grandpa
we can't tell
jokes.
we can't tell what the fuck's going on. For sure.
Exactly. But I'm saying, this is a little bit harder for the average person to deny.
Yeah, but nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like
That's
the
a true
people
thing
who
as well.
believe it already have known this stuff for so long that like I found out about this and I didn't share it on Facebook because either you embrace this idea
Dude,
or
I got
you
punched in the
don't.
face like 4 times on the street handing out flyers over that bullshit.
Yeah, Trix was on that very early. What year was that?
Shit, 2004 or 3.
2003. What
2
happened?
years after it happened.
You were handing out flyers that said what 9/11 was an inside
Now
job.
this is your job. The Real ID Act is coming to track you.
Was it Infowars shit or
No, it was just like regular.
like where'd you get the
flyers.
where did you get them?
I printed them out on my fucking computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you were just by yourself?
Yeah, and I got punched by some guy, and he's like, "Fucking socialist piece of shit." And I was like, "Man, I'm not
Socialist?
socialist, dude. I was just telling you." Dude,
Well, no, because remember
I was
back
handing
then-
out fucking flyers that said, "The Real ID Act is coming next year, and you're gonna be tracked everywhere you go." Right? And he's like, "You're a fucking socialist piece of shit commie," and he punched me. I was like, "Dude, I'm not a commie. I hate all that stuff too." But it didn't matter because he had punched me. And
But
walked
do you
out.
remember back then if you were questioning the official story of 9/11, you were like a leftist conspiracy theorist, and then a couple years later you were a right-wing conspiracy
Well, no,
theorist
I was
for
never a
doing
left
that.
wing
Like,
anything, but yeah. I
but no,
guess.
that's what I'm saying. That's what people would call you back
Oh,
then.
The
okay.
perception, yeah.
That they thought like, oh, you're just like some Democrat trying to bring the Bushes down or something.
yeah.
Like, no,
You'll
dude.
blame Bush for
the
anything.
fuck, and they'll like.
You could see one of our fucking protests online.
I bet that's very entertaining.
No, it's not.
No, probably not at all.
But
I'm not gonna look for it.
Dude, if you do watch it though, you'll see us protesting the shit out of stuff. Just saying.
Yeah, man, what good did that do?
Yeah. What changed?
Well, there's this one guy who nothing changed.
Okay. It's always a big you always feel stupid doing protests. You're coming home in the car, everybody has to
Well,
go.
I did it 'cause
go
it was
eat
fucking
something.
super.
Awesome. But everybody has to go eat something. It's like this whole thing just ends now. We just go back to our living rooms and comfortable
Yeah.
lives and stuff. It's like such a joke of a thing to do. Really.
Did we do it?
Yeah. Did we get them?
Did it work?
No, dude, I handed out like 450 CDs that day. DVDs.
Did you?
Yeah.
All on your own?
Yeah.
You were a
Well, we had
passionate
like
young
fucking a
man.
few thousand.
Real
but-
go-getter.
Yeah, I got people into it.
Yeah.
I used to have 9/11 parties. And on 9/11, I would invite everyone over to watch all the documentaries
I remember
that had come
that.
out.
You
Yeah.
No.
fucking what?
9/11 parties.
Yeah.
Use that fucking what?
Answer.
Yeah. Tell him.
You had fucking 9/11 parties?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't said shit in a while, but you had 9/11 parties?
Not to celebrate
Oh, no.
9/11.
That's not something
Yeah,
to
we need to
celebrate. It
talk
really
about-
isn't. He's right.
No,
They
well,
were nothing like my Holocaust
No,
parties.
No. God, no.
It wasn't
Now,
like my
those were
Trail of
fun.
Tear parties.
Right. Our Trail of Tears theme parties we used to have.
It wasn't like the Holocaust fucking reunion.
I did that one.
I'm sorry. We used to have 9/11 parties.
Here's the only thing I can think of.
What?
St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
What?
That's the only
It's
tragedy I can think of.
9/11. Celebrate, baby.
Wait a minute. Were you rejoicing? Something?
No, the
What?
whole purpose was to help people start learning
Did you
about
burn
this
an
stuff.
infidel alive and yell
was it about
Allah
charity?
Akbar?
Was it a charity thing?
No, it was just a party to watch videos at. That's all. Relax. It's okay.
It's 9/11.
You'd watch Loose Change and
About 9/11? Were you
Yeah.
watching videos about
Yeah, like
she's
truth or
happy all those people died.
documentaries.
I was
Yeah.
there.
No, no, no.
I
Don't
saw
you
it
get it?
firsthand.
Andrew, what
Good
else?
riddance.
Widely
What else?
misinterpreted.
What else?
I
happened
was
with this
there.
thing?
I was at 9/11.
Nothing. That's it.
That's it.
That's all the
Yep.
new stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I was at school on 9/11. I was there.
You know, they're waiting just long enough that people are in the camp that they're in.
Dude, that's
and
and that's also going to be the thing is like by the time they like just declassify shit, no one's going to give a fuck anymore. Like you just hear like when you're a kid, they're like, oh, you know, yeah, they're declassified. Like the Gulf of Tonkin, that was like what 10, 15 years ago, and everybody's like, well, everyone that fucking whose lives were ruined because of that is old now.
Yeah.
So you know,
So we can let this out.
and
Yeah.
we don't give a fuck. We just go like, oh yeah, of course we know the government used to do shit like that, but like when
Why would they do it now?
People will acknowledge shit like that, like, oh yeah, you know, the government used to do stuff like that. Well, when did it change then? When did they fucking
you know that the
adopt a
government-
different like policy
sorry.
on? You know what I mean? Like, when did the good government start?
Yeah.
When did
The
the
fuck did
general
Here, check this
population
out.
begin accepting the fact that that wasn't the fucking truth? When did the general population start
Dude,
doing
a
that?
lot of
Because
people-
no one in this fucking room is like, oh yeah, no, there's no conspiracies. and
Right.
The government loves us and they want,
Two guys have never plotted or
they
anything.
want to rub
Ever.
our butts and make us feel
That's
good.
not true.
The government wants to give us money and make us
What are you
feel
whispering
right.
about?
Nothing.
the
It has
government-
nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it does. It
Fucking
has everything
government
to
doesn't
do
want
with
to
me.
do fucking any of that shit. So what the fuck, man?
No, it
What
will
a-
be. It'll just be totally out there at some point. They'll be like, yeah, well, you know what? It turns out all these people that used to be in the government, they'll just declassify it and be like, wow, those guys were bad. Like, don't worry, we're good though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. We're not going to do anything like that now. But check it out. Like, this is what happened. You guys were right. Like
Yeah, you're
you
right.
know.
You guys would never do that.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that shit to you though.
Yeah.
We totally got your back. We wouldn't ever do that.
If I was mad rich, I'd just
Let's go to the grocery store and get some free health care.
let's go build the
Oh, it's
statue of
not gonna matter
RoboCop in
soon.
Let's
Detroit.
go to the pharmacy and buy some nuclear protection.
The world is ending.
What the
Nuclear
fuck are you
protection?
fucking talking
Nuclear
about? Like, what-
protection, did he say?
We're about to have our first reptilian president. Things are just getting weird. You know what I mean? Our first wholly reptilian president. Did you see when fucking Hillary Clinton like coughed up that green slime?
God.
Oh, I
Dude,
never watched
That's not
that.
true.
dude, she
My
fucking
husband,
That's wrong.
No.
my
What's wrong?
husband
What do you
never
mean?
received
pull that up
oral
real quick?
sex from those
Hold on,
women.
man. Hold on. What I mean is,
they were transfusing their
Oh, shut
blood
up.
life
What do you?
into him through his penis so that he could survive. And I am also doing the same kind of horrible. If you see someone in my lap,
How long do we
they're
let this go?
giving me my life essence that I need to live for the next year.
Anyways,
Because oh my god.
okay.
what are you saying?
Because they're reptilian.
Yeah, no, I get
fuckheads.
it. Yeah, I get it.
Again,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
I was captivated. I forgot what I was going to say.
it
About
was
the
better
green-
than the
About
about the
what?
green slime.
It was pretty good.
Oh no, the green slime.
There was a video
totally,
going around where Hillary just like coughed
that,
some like.
Hey, that
It's
nigger.
playing on my
that,
laptop right
Hey,
now.
check
I
it
can't
out.
look at it.
That bald nigger homie, one of her like bodyguards, rolled up and he gave her a cough drop, but then she also took one herself. She had 2 cough drops in her mouth. Then she took a sip of the
I
water.
bet he was
and the
fucked
cough
up.
drop slipped out.
I bet he had
Not
a
a
good
cough
night.
drop.
Yes, it was.
Dude,
No.
he
Cough
was
drops.
fucked up.
No.
Yes, it looked totally like cough drops.
Reptillery.
Looks like a
Dude.
horrible
Are you watching it right
green
now?
Goo. I've seen it.
It looks like cough drops.
I'd give
It don't
both
look
of my
it don't
pink.
look like
That actually
Cad-
would make sense. I mean,
I'd give both
It
my
doesn't look
pinkies
like
for that
Cadbury
pill.
eggs. No, it's cough drops. She ate 2 cough drops 3.5 minutes before she drank that water.
what do you think, David Box?
I don't know. I thought.
Are
it would
you
be
watching it
more,
right now?
Yeah, I thought it would be more.
Did you see
green.
her eat the cough drops? I watched the whole video in its entirety.
All right,
it was
whatever.
40 minutes
So
long.
fine, it might have been cough drops.
Yeah, I know
whatever.
what it was.
Fine.
You guys are just spreading rumors like stupid faggots all over the place, like idiots with buttholes.
But she's definitely a reptile. That's for sure.
Yeah, really.
That's
Why
no
are we
one's
even
arguing with that?
right? Exactly.
Oh yeah, she's a piece of shit for sure.
She's got a third eyelid.
She's got a third eyelid.
And she's always like
know it.
malfunctioning and freaking out all weird.
Yeah.
She's like doing shit that makes no sense for a person to do. It's
And
like,
she's super ugly, and her snatch probably is horrible. And she's gross, and her fucking husband rapes everybody. Her
yeah. What did you
husband
say, Alex
never
Jones?
fucks her.
Did you say Alex Jones sent some message to
Trump.
Donald Trump saying like if you don't
He
start,
said you
if
better
don't start
fucking
mentioning
wreck
this,
her tonight.
like you start
with
mentioning
all the
this
things
real
that she does,
fucking
yeah.
all the real crimes she's been a part of and like
He's like, if you don't wreck her tonight, you just better drop out today. That's what I saw earlier today.
yeah.
But it happened now. Maybe he wrecked her. Who knows?
Do you think Alex Jones might have gotten some money from Donald Trump to be so supportive of him? Because he's got a huge fucking following, and then all those people will do
I know
everything
he has a
he
huge
says.
balding forehead. That's all I do.
He looks strange, doesn't he? Alex Jones looks fucking weird nowadays. Did you see that picture he just put out the other day? But
he's
like
got all
one
the girls
of,
with the big boobs, and I think that he's telling the truth.
Normal.
Did you see the picture that he put out the other day of him? It was like the picture of Putin shirtless on the horse. Alex Jones just did that picture of himself like shirtless on a horse the other day and like put it out on Facebook and stuff.
Actually, I
This is
sent that to
fucking
him. That
weird.
was me initially.
This is creepy. Oh yeah, he just used your body.
Yeah. he
No,
used
I'm
my
sorry.
body.
I hate to break it to you, but Alex Jones is in better shape than you. That wasn't always the case, but it is now. You should see this horse picture. What are you saying?
I'm just looking up the horse picture.
Oh, whatever. So, what do you think? Do you think he got some money to support
I
Donald
think
Trump?
that you're a goddamn
this
piece
is the
of
fucking
shit cocksucker talking
Dude.
crap about me.
Alex Jones. Shut up. Alex Jones is the guy for years and years that convinced I don't know, probably
He's
a few
still the man.
he convinced probably a few million people that the left-right paradigm is the fucking illusion, the illusion of choice. It doesn't matter which of these people you elect. You know what I mean? He
That
did
was
that
a
for
good thing.
years.
That was a
right,
good
exactly. And then now why is he so supporting Donald Trump?
Because
so
he
fucking,
knows that it's so far gone that if it's over, that guy might be legit.
there's
might
just
be legit.
it's a gamble. There's just a chance that maybe he's not controlled.
No. What do you mean? These pharmaceutical companies go to our presidents and congressmen. They're like, "Hey, you want $1.5 million?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then they're gonna be like, "Hey, Trump, you want $1.5 million?" He's like, "Dude, I got fucking like $7 billion. Go eat my dick, bitch." He can't be bought.
You really believe it's that simple?
I believe that he's not part of the establishment billionaires, and he's been audited for like 18 years straight, every year mandatory by the IRS. They want to take him down. He's not part of them. He's filed bankruptcy like 4 times. He just comes in and out. He's just the fucking G'est dude ever and lies his ass off to get cheddar. And I don't give a fuck if he tells some stupid fucking Japanese motherfuckers that we're going to hook him up with some bullshit and then we burn him. 'Cause Hillary was like, oh, guess what he did?
When you put it that
Guess what
way.
he did? He went over there and he burned 2 contractors on one of his buildings for $140,000. Yeah, good. I don't give a fuck if he burns other countries for money. Give it to burn them. Go. Are you not burning them yet? Go burn them. Burn them. Go get them.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, dude.
No,
I
with
just-
this guy, the economy's in
feel-
fucking peril. The economy's done. Everybody's like, why ain't the economy better? And he's like, I'll burn people. And his competition's like, you know that he burned people before? Yeah, I do. Yeah, go burn them.
Yeah, you just did this entire thing
Yeah.
Exactly.
a few seconds ago.
But it keeps coming up. It keeps
Yeah,
coming
the second
up.
time was a lot more concise, though.
Yeah.
You should have just done that.
It just keeps coming up.
But see, I don't know if I can believe at all that this isn't still just completely controlled and just part of
No.
the fucking the illusion in the
It's
fucking
so
theater.
disingenuous.
I mean, you
This
know,
whole thing.
it is. Like you said about watching the debate, it was just like watching 2 fucking idiots talking like that. You're just like, why would I fucking? What the fuck am I watching?
And they
What am
never
I listening
actually,
to here?
Guess
they
what
don't
happens in
have a
3 years,
conversation
guys?
ever. They don't. No one is ever like, "Hey, what
I'm
about
eligible.
this thing?" And then the other person gives an answer to that thing. You know, it's like
it's
I
bullshit.
said, like Hillary wants his tax forms and he wants her emails, and that's just all it ever is.
His tax forms,
Right.
his
You
tax
know.
forms didn't kill Americans.
That's true too. He has done a lot less evil stuff than Hillary
Oh, yeah,
Clinton.
definitely.
I will accept that, whatever. But I don't know, dude. I just don't buy it. I still don't buy it.
Guess
No,
what
and I
happens
also
in 3.5
don't-
years, y'all?
Don't
Yeah, you're
really
eligible.
know.
You
I'm
said this.
eligible, baby.
To run for president. Ha, 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 ha.
Swifty.
All right.
I also don't understand like
You guys
what
wouldn't vote for me?
what
You
the
guys are
difference
assholes.
is going to be in the long run anyway. You
yeah,
know?
really. What do you think the president is going to do all of a sudden to change
Right.
the fucking country around?
Like the whole
He can
purpose
sign man
of
executive
the
orders. I don't think Donald Trump gives a shit about
Yeah,
the
he probably
Constitution.
would too.
He doesn't give a fuck about the Constitution.
That's the
Donald
thing that I don't
Trump.
like.
That's why he's
yeah.
cool.
Well, I don't know, dude.
He's not going to be like, that's unconstitutional like Ron Paul would. He's just
Yeah.
going to sign executive orders and be like, fuck you.
Hey, here's the other thing. He wants to
You
take
like that
guns
now?
away from people too.
That's not true. He
Both
never
of
said
them.
that.
Yeah, he did in the last debate. He made a statement about getting guns out of the hands of criminals.
Yeah,
That's right.
dude, he wants to have like new crime initiatives all over. But
And
that
he wants
includes
to-
that includes drugs and shit, dude. He's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
He's awesome.
no, he's not awesome.
He's not the best.
He's not. Well, he might be the best in this election. I
Yeah.
don't know, but
the best right
that doesn't
now.
mean I'm gonna fucking vote.
You can't vote anyway.
I don't
I'm
know.
not allowed to.
I saw a movie or something like that I was saying. They said that the best wall would be a 2-layered wall with delicious guacamole in the center. They'll probably keep them there for a while so you can grab them.
You think Mexicans are just like
That's not
clambering?
sustainable.
That's what they come to the U.S. for is
The
guacamole.
guacamole.
Like that's what the fuck. Dude, we're in fucking shit ass Mexico. There's no good Mexican food. Here they got good Mexican food up in the States.
Oh, hold on. You jump a fence, and you're like, look at that big ass fence I have to jump again to get back in the United States.
I'm gonna
You're like,
stay
wait a
here.
minute.
Cool up.
There's a bunch of guacamole and chips. I'm staying here for a while, and then you can grab them.
Why wouldn't they just build 2 walls with
I don't
like
even
a
think you have
big-
to build
a
walls. You
moat?
could just have the guacamole.
And,
And,
we'll
like,
make them make the guacamole.
And plus, guacamole lasts for like 8 hours.
No,
it
yeah.
like doesn't
Yeah, it's
stay good at
horrible.
all. So what the fuck are you gonna do? You gotta have people making billions of gallons of guacamole every second of
No.
every day.
No.
Like what the fuck?
What
How are you gonna
talking
keep
about?
this wall
I'm not
full?
gonna have
They're not
people-
gonna want it if it's been sitting in the sun for like 2 or 3 days. It's gonna be all fucking brown and disgusting.
You just
No,
said,
it's
am I
made
gonna
to
have
order. You jump
no.
in, they make it right there in front of you.
He just said, he said, am I going to have billions of people making billions of gallons of water? No, I'm talking about not people, Mexicans.
Okay, even be that as it may, the sheer volume of what you're proposing, sir, is daunting to say the least.
No, not with those guys. Those guys are crazy.
What, Mexicans? You think they can handle it?
They can cook like 4 steaks at the same time, like medium rare.
4.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well they.
4. Really,
Yes.
Vinny? 4.
Medium rare.
Medium rare, you say?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, dude, this idea is really
They
stupid.
can trim your bushes in like 14
It's not
seconds.
gonna work.
What's not gonna work? It's gonna
Plus,
work for sure.
are you like that kind of fucking caught up in this hysteria that you like actually support the idea of a wall now?
No,
There's no way.
I don't want to. I just said that I don't even think we need the wall. Just the delicious guacamole would be enough to get
All right,
them
no,
to
I'm being serious though.
a wall. No, I actually support this guy's technology that came out about 4 years ago, and he's been all over the internet, and he has these things that detect people walking. And it can tell how many people are walking and in what direction they're walking. And you can put them every 10 miles, and it'd be super cheap for the government to do this.
Yeah.
And they'd be able to go out and fucking investigate every single case. And
Then
that would be
you
the
would just
perfect
need,
wall.
like,
You don't have to build a
watchtowers.
fucking Berlin Wall. You have to just put this guy's technology into place.
Why do we always get so much shit about like immigration in the U.S. when like every other country in the world has way fucking harsher immigration laws and shit like that? It's way harder to get anywhere, and people act like if you have any concern about illegal immigration here at all, you're like such a dick. But like try to go to, like we were talking about, you can't go to fucking Iceland. You can't just like move to a lot of different countries.
I know the
you
answer
know?
for that.
Like,
Because if you don't live in those countries, you don't. If you don't live in those other countries, your government's gonna bitch at you all day. Why does my government always bitch at me? You're asking. Well, because you don't live in other countries where their government bitches at them.
or doesn't Mexico have way fucking stricter immigration laws than us?
They have way shorter people. That's for goddamn.
Yeah,
sure.
and more people are going back to Mexico than coming in. Remember? We did a piece about that not too long ago.
Dude, 100,000 people have been murdered on the border in the last 5 years. It's fucking mayhem.
Yeah.
It's the worst place.
Once you get past the border, isn't it like cool? Like
No. There's
There's still resorts.
I don't wanna be-
There's
There's like
resorts and shit,
there's
but-
like 4 or 5 cartels ripping up the country, making it just horrible to be.
I don't
anywhere.
feel very safe being here, so I'm just saying. Like,
I feel
you go
pretty
to
safe
fucking
here.
Mexico, like maybe, like no, like nothing.
You
no
trying to
good.
plot on us? What are you?
I don't know what's going on here anymore.
You say you don't feel safe. You
No,
trying
well,
to,
I think
You
that
go to
it's
fucking
because
Mexico, you're no one.
you go to
America
Mexico,
is,
you're American in Mexico.
supposed to have this image. All
you're
the
a-
people believe that we're
you're a
inclusive.
no
and-
Dude,
one
did you guys know that they
in a
found a
third
Superman
world
cave a couple
country.
years ago? They found like the biggest crystals in the world a couple years ago, and it's in a valley that is like off limits to like what do you call them, citizens?
Where?
It's the
Where did they find
giganticest.
this?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's the giganticest crystals ever to be fucking found. And when they put when scientists went into the cave of crystals to fucking explore them, it was over 200 and something degrees, so they could only stay in for like 20 minutes at a time. They couldn't go very far because
It was
these crystals
200 degrees in there, is that what you said?
Yeah, they were taking the sun's energy and the energy from the universe because they're crystals, silicon-based fucking awesomeness, and they couldn't get too far in there, so a limited amount of people got to go in, but it was super hot. It was getting up to 200-something degrees in there.
Oh, yeah, these crystals are like 2 stories tall.
Boom!
Let me see.
That's crazy.
You guys always think I'm making stuff up.
Nobody said you were making it up.
Yeah, check them
Looks
out.
like an Escher painting.
No.
The last one.
Click a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Click a bigger picture.
Wow, those are holy shit. Yeah, show the one with the guy.
They
And
found
we're
this,
looking
and
at
they
it.
call it like there's
My
like a valley
God.
over it. Yeah, dude.
Those are giant crystals.
They're fucking
You're right.
giant. They found these shit. It's like Superman's.
We're
cave
looking
and
at
shit.
pictures of like 100-foot long, like, you know,
What do they call that joint? You
10
got a
feet
name?
wide crystals. Like,
Cave of the Crystals.
Cave of the Crystals.
Or
Yeah.
Cave of
And-
Crystal Giants.
And a
It's in
lot of people
Chihuahua,
aren't
Mexico.
around, aren't
In
a lot
Chihuahua?
above that. There's a weird thing about it because
a lot of people what?
they're not. I don't think the government lets people above it or in it or anywhere near
Probably
it.
dangerous as fuck. Caves are dangerous.
It's probably the bomb, and it probably shows you different fucking planets and universe and shit. It's probably cool.
What were you telling us earlier about Bigfoot and caves?
No, he was talking about. Dan was talking about how he wants to fuck a Bigfoot bitch so he can make a hybrid.
No, it started.
Oh, because of your
In a
your
different
hoodie, you're
place.
wearing a mammoth cave, and I said that's that cave in Kentucky, the biggest cave in the U.S.
The big
You said
footiest
yes.
cave.
And I said, and you said something about Bigfoot, and I said Bigfoot lives in there. You said you think Bigfoot lives in there, and I said, all I'm saying is that it's part of a system that goes through 4 states, and most of the fucking
okay.
Bigfoot fucking sightings are along that cave system.
Really?
That's just what I know.
I didn't hear that one.
Oh, well,
See,
look it up.
I tend to rationalize things like by thinking that Bigfoot is interdimensional, and that's how I make sense
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
That's
he's
what
just
I
a
think,
big,
too.
hairy,
Yeah.
interdimensional retard.
Right.
It's not true.
Slipping in and out of caves.
Well, so what happened? Because, you know, there's been several Bigfoot sightings, including mine, that I've told on the story a bunch of times, at Bachelor's Grove and like the surrounding woods there. And if you look at a
I
map,
heard your screeching story.
if you look at a map, you can tell like there's not a big enough like wooded area for fucking primates to live in. You know, it's just impossible. But if there was a fucking opening to a cave, that would make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are descendants of the Neanderthals, like Lloyd Pye says, remember that guy, Lloyd Pye?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If they were, you know, maybe they were cave
That
dwellers.
guy's name sounds like a child rapist.
Yeah, right.
Lloyd Pye.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm Lloyd Pye. Can I watch your kids today?
No,
That's not happening.
when people don't ask to watch your kids usually either. That's
I don't know.
It doesn't really matter what
Yeah.
their name is
What a
when they're
stupid name.
when somebody comes up and asks to watch your kids. Their name is like the least of your
No.
problems.
Yeah, if I was like,
yeah.
I'm Carl, goes to church all the time, they'd be like, sure.
Sure, that sounds
You'll
like
never-
a real Christian name.
Yeah, you're a
You'll never
Christian
guess why they
guy.
call me that either.
Can I watch your children? The answer is fucking no.
Right.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
What do
we
you
were
got?
talking about that
Well, my
fucking...
name is Lloyd.
What do you got
No,
in
the
there?
answer's
It's,
still fucking no.
It's
Yeah.
actually a pretty popular theory, I guess, that Bigfoot might use Mammoth Cave as a travel network.
And I'm not gonna let him.
Or Bigfoot.
I'm not
I
gonna
told
let
you,
him
I'm always
watch my
right.
How are they-
children
always right.
either.
How are they
You
navigating?
guys are
My
out of
name's
loop. You guys always look
Bigfoot.
down on me.
Okay.
I'm always right.
How are they navigating in the pitch blackness of those fucking
Magnets.
caves? Magnets?
Magnets, they got bird thing.
Okay, they got bird thing.
That's what it says here.
I told you.
Magnets, they got bird thing. What if it did say that?
Bad
I
stuff.
don't know. Native Americans did it.
With like with torches and shit.
Maybe
Wait a
Bigfoot
minute.
has torches.
Dan's a Native American. Did you guys
He's
do the bird
mastered-
thing?
Bigfoot has
You
mastered
comparing me
interdimensional
to a
travel.
Yeti? Are you saying that Native Americans are
Are
similar
Yetis?
to Yetis?
Yes.
There's
Are you
savage.
Everyone knows
using
that.
your fucking female white privilege against me right now?
Yes.
Because I'm fucking highly offended. And I think what you need to do is go to the store and buy me some more booze to
That's what
pay
he
me in
needs.
reparations. Because this is unacceptable. But not really.
I agree with what he said. How dare you?
Andrew, what do you got nothing to say to that?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I said. Oh, that Indians are savages.
You can't
No,
social
dude,
justice like I
he's,
can.
he's 100% Indian, dude.
What kind?
Cherokee and Choctaw.
What was that second one?
Cherokee and Choctaw.
They're
From Alabama.
He with the
Oh.
Trails of Tears. He did that. He marched all.
Believe it or not, yeah.
He did. His ancestors did march, and they came back.
And I think that
How about it?
over thousands of years,
Well,
Bigfoot
he said
could have
100%
figured out how
that's
to
a lie,
navigate
but well, you know, whatever.
Mammoth Cave.
Yeah, but he's an Indian. Indians and Sasquatches went to war for many years.
Is that
Yes.
what happened to all
Yes.
the Sasquatches? Okay.
Dan, can you tell her about how?
My uncle was a Sasquatch.
Go on.
Go on.
What are you saying, Andrea? Get to the point.
No, my point was that I think that Bigfoot probably could navigate the caves if they needed to.
You know what? That's a
Big
very
feet.
biased opinion to have of my uncle and my family.
It's a
And you know
positive.
what?
I'm saying that they were smart
That doesn't
enough.
mean that it's not biased and
every
uninformed.
every motherfucking Sasquatch could cover up their eyes and they could walk to them caves all by them goddamn selves. They didn't no help.
You're a diva all of a sudden.
Yeah, what happened to you?
You know how many motherfucking Sasquatches died in them caves?
How many?
All of us died in them caves except for me.
All right. Fuck you guys.
How'd you survive?
Broccoli.
I'm cave broccoli. Fucking
got
cave.
it.
It was just some
You
shitty
got it, Vinny. It was cave broccoli.
gray, this gray, colorless fucking shit broccoli that grows in the corners of cave. I've never seen
No
Dan this drunk
nutrients.
before. This is hilarious. You guys usually hold it together pretty well. I remember this song?
What?
Remember that one?
Corporate Avenger.
Yeah,
I
Corporate
don't-
Avenger. What is the words? I don't fault the police.
I
'cause
don't
the-
fault the police because the people who run them keep them on a short
Turn your mic.
I don't fault the police because the people who run them keep them on a short leash.
Keep
I don't
them on a
cry
short
when
leash.
I don't cry when a police dies because they probably deserve it.
Well, now they're saying it. What is it? I don't.
I don't fault the police
What's the next part?
because the people who run them got them on a short leash.
No. The next part.
I don't cry when the police die because they probably deserve it. Walk around with a badge and gun and they
Goddamn fuck with everyone. Yeah.
Enforce rules made by fools, violence, and fear their tools.
Yeah, I didn't like this when I first heard it till I realized what they were talking about, and I was like, oh, I do like this. All right.
Enforce rules made by fools.
I don't know. Let's take a break and just come back and
violence,
do
fear.
one or two things and get out of here.
Yeah,
Quick,
fuck that.
couple quick things.
Yeah, everybody gets hurt.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. Be right back. Yeah, we used to come back to this music all the time. Remember that? Back in the heyday?
Yeah. All the time.
The old laptop that lived at the
That's when I
studio.
cut in the heyday. When I was rolling around the hay, I caught my first tick. Now
That's
I
where he got
have
Lyme disease. Dude, I'm so
disease.
fucking sick of hearing about Lyme disease.
Yeah.
Dan, is this what it's been like for days and days on end? Like,
Horrible. Now we're all just experts about Lyme disease.
yeah.
In the heyday, that's when I caught my Lyme. You guys don't get that one, huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
okay,
just
it's just
funny.
you know, it's not funny. Yeah. I just made a martini out
There's
of.
nothing funny about Lyme disease.
I just made a martini with olives that I've had in my trunk for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
His hands are turning orange.
I
and-
wouldn't be
no,
eating those olives.
His hands are literally swelling and turning orange, and so are his feet.
My ears just fucking
That's
drooped,
one of-
like
that-
just dripped off
that-
the side of my head.
That's
Well,
one of
I
the-
don't think
Wilbur Cobb.
bad olives are like fucking drinking out of that chalice in fucking god damn it, the Raiders of the Lost Ark. There we go.
Well, your hands and feet
It's the
turning
same shit.
orange is actually one of the main symptoms of Lyme disease, just so you know.
All right, so Trix, I want to tell you about this. I'm sorry, the Earthling. I want to tell you about this.
Call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I still have Lyme disease.
All right, Jesus, I want to tell you about this story that I read about.
Yeah.
This rapper from Baton Rouge. Andrew, did you find this?
Yeah, August 28th.
Was he a black guy?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened?
So his girlfriend wants to take him on like one of those little plane rides, you know? You go out over the city, over New Orleans, you look around, you go out over Lake Pontchartrain and all this shit. So they're coming back, and they're going over Lake Pontchartrain, which is that huge lake right north of New Orleans. And
yeah, that's where the highway rolls over. For
you
like
remember
an
we
hour.
had to drive over it for you drove over it forever.
I went there like 3 times. Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of the longest
So-
bridges in the world.
Yeah.
So-
it's fucking long as shit. And there's like fucking hillbillies out there like wrestling
No,
crocodiles.
there's not.
If you look off
Just
the
left
right,
and right.
that's because you were driving. If you look to the right, there's guys.
I always miss everything
I saw a
because I'm the
guy.
only one with a license.
I saw a guy. He was checking the sexual orientation of a crocodile with
sticking
his
his finger
finger. He
up in
licked
there.
his finger and he stuck his inside of it.
Right.
And I was like, "Look at that!" And he's like, "I'm driving." I'm like,
Anyways, listen. So this guy, this rapper's, he's an entrepreneuring young man. I think he had a tattoo shop and shit or something.
Reginald Hillard Jr.
Reginald. Mm-hmm. I bet he didn't go by Reginald.
No.
And he was whatever. His girlfriend. He was afraid to fly. His girlfriend buys him this fucking trip on a plane. They're coming
was his
back.
first time ever on
His
a
first
plane.
time ever on an airplane. They're coming back across the fucking lake. They hit a storm and they start fucking going down. So as they're going down, he decides to push the girlfriend out of the fucking plane, and and she survived. And him and the pilot fucking crashed and died. She's the only one that survived because she got pushed out and just
he
landed in
probably
the
should
lake.
have thought that assassination through.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking, oh, fuck, I did my assassination backwards.
Yeah.
I was supposed to jump out of the plane while she dies. Fuck.
I had this all wrong. I thought
no,
the
but-
plane would protect me.
Dude, what? That's basically the story, right?
Yeah.
So, what the
He was
fuck?
probably from Detroit.
No, he was from Baton Rouge. I already said that. And he's, what the fuck is the thinking there? Like, if you think that that's how you save your girlfriend, if he's trying to save her, why does he not also jump out of the plane?
Right.
The fuck is that?
Unless he ran out of time.
Or he was just a pussy and couldn't do it,
Yeah.
but he wanted to do it to her.
Yeah.
Like, I'll fucking choose for you to jump out of the plane, but I'm not going to do that shit. That's crazy. Fucking, I got a
I
career.
can't make myself do it.
Yeah. And then they tried to land in the water and just fucking both died.
Yeah, it was just the 3 of them.
And she got picked up by like a fishing boat or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
they,
if it's 50-50, and it's like either I stay in the plane and I die, or I push this bitch out and she does.
yeah, one
But
of
when
us
you
is
really-
bound to survive what happens.
Yeah.
They had
He's
kids
just
and
in-
stuff.
Maybe
so.
maybe
No,
that
he's
was,
right, he's
maybe
right.
that was like the mentality. It's like
Just trying to give one of them
Either
a chance,
one of
like,
us is gonna
Yeah.
die, and one of us jumps out of the
either
plane.
I
We're
could
not gonna
jump
die.
out,
Just
or
gonna
I
push
could
this bitch
push
out.
her
One of us is gonna live.
out.
Maybe. Who knows?
I don't understand it.
Or
I don't
everybody
know, like,
dies.
I would think you would want to jump out too if you thought that was the better fucking. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would think that if she was a
But
white,
if
if she was
you've
a
ever
white
taken
woman,
if
a
you've ever
shark
taken
would
a
have
case
jumped
in
up and ate her.
probability, if you've ever taken a fucking class in probability, you understand.
What?
Better it's okay.
Better to cast a wider net of
Okay.
survival options.
Put it on black and white, motherfucker.
Okay,
And fucking
right.
let the fucking dice roll and shit all
It's black and red, but all right. Yeah.
I don't gamble. But I'm just saying,
Clearly, you're not a golfer.
if you're gonna I'm not a golfer, and I do not play Nintendo. But
Nintendo messes up-
Nintendo.
Nintendo messes up your television.
good goddamn, if you're gonna fucking
So
spin
you-
that dice around that big old wheel, I'll take the 50-50.
You don't spin a dice around the wheel either.
No, he's got it.
That sounds like a cool game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
do
great-
that.
Black and white.
So you'd push your wife out of an airplane if you're in this situation? Imagine the shit. You're going like 150 miles an hour, fucking 45-degree angle towards the
But
water.
what I'm thinking
You're like,
is that
know,
you said that she was
Either-
black.
Either we're both in the helicopter,
Her afro probably slowed her
and
down.
we
if she
either
was
both
black.
live and
Probably
we
float
both
down
die
like a piece
in
of
the
cotton.
helicopter.
okay, he's
I mean, think about it. I got 3 kids. Or I push her out
yeah.
and she dies, and I live.
At least they
Or
got one of you.
Either way, you got
Or
rid of that hoe.
maybe,
But they could have had
or
both of
maybe,
you.
or maybe I push her out and she lives. I die.
That's what happened.
Also, I feel like if you were really afraid of flying, why are you going in such a tiny plane
Over a fucking giant lake.
over a giant lake?
Because
And
you
then
spent all your other
why-
money on crack.
I feel like if I were going to go in a giant,
I mean,
in a
think
tiny
about
plane
it.
like that.
Yeah. Because you spent all your other money buying drugs.
You
I'm
couldn't-
flying with
that-
Malaysian
that's why-
Small.
That
that's why-
rammed you up.
that's why you're
to
saying
get
they-
onto that plane.
That's why
I got a
you're
$35 ticket with Malaysian,
Dude.
with Malaysian Little.
babe. Let's
no, dude.
Babe.
It's a fucking private chartered flight. It wasn't like
babe. Let's fucking rail this 8-ball.
Stowaways.
yeah.
Let's rail this 8-ball. And then I got a fucking plane ride for you.
I got a plane to catch after I railed
This
this
is all
sucker.
wrong. It was the girlfriend's idea. What are you trying
Yeah.
to say, Andrea?
I was going to say if it was me and I was terrified of flying and going in one of those tiny planes over a large body of water, I'd spend like a lot of time figuring out the best way to survive a crash situation.
You
That sounds
wouldn't
like
just
me.
not
Executing
get
that.
in the plane?
Yeah, you don't really have to get in the plane. That would be the best thing.
Yeah,
to do.
that would be the
no,
best
you're
thing to
saying
do, for sure.
if you were terrified of getting in a plane and being in that situation. then
No,
why
I would find out if I had a better chance of surviving if I stayed in a
just
crashing plane or
not
if I
got
jumped out.
into the plane.
Yeah,
Welcome to Guatemalan Airlines. Don't get in.
it wasn't Guatemala.
Whatever the fuck it was. Or was it?
Louisiana.
You said it was a shit ass
Yeah, what
little
are you
plane.
talking about?
You said it was like a small private plane, right?
Fucking slob.
Slob.
Yeah, you're a
I'm-
slob.
Yeah, I come from Yugoslavia.
What's with you and the grandpa jokes? What happened to you?
Oh, I don't know. My balls started to hang too low and it hurts.
But why
me.
would this is our other we've been saying since the beginning of this show a few years ago, why does not every single plane ever have enough parachutes for everyone on board?
That was only 3 people.
Dude, when you
Yeah.
did the second show, we called the fucking airlines
We
on
did.
air, and
Yeah.
they said you can bring a parachute as a carry-on,
Right.
Yeah.
but you can't open the door or they'll shoot you in the head.
That was weird. I did not expect them
yeah,
to say that.
you could bring a parachute as your carry-on, but if
But
you
if
turn
there's
open
an
the door,
emergency,
I'm gonna shoot you in
dude,
the head.
what if you're the only fucking asshole with the parachute? You're like, I know this is gonna really fuck things up for you guys when I open this door, but
Fuck you.
Look, you should have thought ahead. Look, sir, it's just a little turbulence. Nah, fuck this, dude. I'm not
It's
taking any
over. I'm not
chances.
taking any
It's over. Yeah.
The last thing the crew and passengers heard was, "I'm gone,"
Yeah.
before they plummeted to their death.
Sir, sit down. We're
Flew out the plane and got stuck in the turbine.
That's just they're just about to start serving dinner. Everything's fine. Like, I got a bad feeling. Fuck
Fish
this.
on a
Sir,
plane?
don't worry. Once we reshuffle the cards, you might win the next game of
No, and
spades.
it's totally not.
Fuck that! I'm out of here.
It's
a
totally
little,
not that serious. You're like looking at your water glass and it's like a Jurassic Park type vibration. You just roll out. You're just like, fuck.
Go, go, go.
You're like, holy shit. It's like the slightest rumble. And you're
Kill
like, I'm outta
everyone else.
here.
The plane just
Yeah.
goes down.
Children are getting sucked
Pressure
out. Their heads
loss
are
in the
getting cut
cabin.
off.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so funny. You know? You know?
It would be. You're right.
Yeah, because it's
While we're
hilarious.
talking about it.
Especially if you
Duh.
can hear them crying as they fly away.
There's also the issue of you have to be a certain amount high in the air. You have to be like
Dude, I'd
high
really
enough.
get high as shit before
Yeah,
I went on a
dude,
plane. Oh,
I
my
was-
God.
Anytime I fly, I'm high as fuck.
Oh, yeah, dude, totally.
Yeah.
But if your plane is crashing and
I heard
you're losing,
Your plane won't crash unless you're high enough. God, don't.
you can't use a parachute unless you're high enough.
I heard that
That's what
if
I'm
you,
saying.
I heard if you,
So they could stock parachutes, but if your plane starts falling and you don't have enough time to get out and get it open and have it slow you down, it doesn't do anyone any
Couldn't they
good.
just like use the engine to like climb?
Not if the
I heard
plane
that
is
if I heard
crashing.
Yeah,
It's
not
a
if the
plane
plane doesn't work
crash.
anymore.
I heard that airplanes. I heard
Kind of
that
the nature of a plane
Well,
crash.
why
That's-
don't they just
like
keep it
it's
from
a plane
crashing?
Crash. It's a plane
No,
crash,
that's the
right?
whole
So-
nature of a plane crash.
so
That's the only thing they
you
can't
try
do
to
is keep it in the air.
You try to land it
Yeah, they should have
safely
parachutes.
That ways.
Planes
On
don't.
the plane.
Planes
Get
don't usually
every-
just crash into
or
each
just-
other up in the air. It's usually because they make it to the ground.
Okay, how much
accidentally.
space does it fucking take? Like, how many fucking seats does an airplane have? 300 tops? How much
There's
room?
a lot more than that. So
300?
No,
yeah, it's like
probably about
300 is like the max, dude.
Yeah,
300 max. How much? How
that's
much
what that
room?
movie was about. 300.
Okay, so
I was on a plane with
They have to find a way to put
48
more people on
million.
planes.
I was on a plane with
They had a big
48
war about
million
it.
how much room does that take, dude? Like,
I don't know.
You can't fit 300 fucking parachutes on a plane.
That's why they didn't film that movie on a plane.
You can't just like Maybe like make a little mini airplane that you pull behind the airplane that has a bunch of.
That you're just towing an extra airplane with you, just in case one plane stops working. So everybody fucking zip lines to the other plane, and they just start it up like a Chevy, just started in midair,
and then everyone starts putting
gliding.
on the fucking.
Yeah,
That'll work. That would work.
Yeah. I don't see any way that wouldn't work.
Or let's just say that maybe there's a drone behind the airplane that you're in, and it's got all the fucking parachutes in it. And then if everything gets fucked up, you just jump out and it'll drop a parachute for you, and then you grab it, and you're like,
if we
what the fuck is happening now?
I know.
I like the other idea.
If we were spiders, we could jump out of a plane and just fucking shit out of our ass and make it into a parachute.
Yeah,
dude,
that's true too.
Let's just make fucking.
Things are going crazy right now. Everything's coming together.
How come people don't make webs out of their asses?
Yeah.
That would solve everything.
Yeah,
Fucking rip-off.
Yeah.
Let's make airplanes out of bouncy balls, and then when they crash, they'll just bounce, and you'll go to where you belong.
They should. That's what they should be. They should be made of that. Or how about this?
Or spider people.
No.
Or spider people.
Dude,
What the?
you know how spiders get around when they're little kids, right? They fucking let
They
loose.
make a parachute out of
They
their
let
string.
loose.
Yeah.
Their ass.
Yeah, they
Spider
make a
people.
parachute out of their ass, and then they fly away.
How does that?
And then if everyone,
I know.
Spider people.
I've seen
everyone-
Charlotte's Web. I know how it works.
and so what you need to do is to buy a ticket. You need to be genetically modified
Yeah.
to spin a web out of your ass.
Yeah. And then you have
And
to
then
Happy
and then
Halloween for a
and then if
fucking
the plane
farmer.
goes down
Goes
over
really
the ocean,
crazy.
everybody just kicks open the door, and then they make a parachute out of their butt.
How does that little spider? How does that baby spider fucking parachute work? Like
just shit
because
out of their
in
asshole.
Charlotte's, I know, but it's just like a loop. Like how is that working for them? Like
Because
how-
they're so light.
they're so
so
fucking
light,
light. They don't
yeah.
need much.
Oh,
It's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Terminal
rudder.
velocity. They don't have it.
They're allowed.
The air regulates them. They're
able,
buoyant.
They're able to let loose a string long enough
The air
that
can
the
take them.
wind would take them away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Makes sense. I saw a video of a spider that broke its leg and then spun itself a cast.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
I saw a video about a spider who made anal beads, and I stuck them in my ass.
It's really swinging for the fences tonight.
No,
And
but
the crack
I know that
spider-
the best fucking
and the crack spider.
what do you, bulletproof
That
vest or
wasn't
whatever.
real.
The crack spider
The
made the
bulletproof,
fucking
the best
weed
bulletproof
spiders,
vests are
bitch.
fucking spider
Yeah.
webs.
And
They're
what's
the
up?
lightest, strongest bulletproof vest spider webs, for sure.
Yeah, they use that shit for everything.
They do?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they use spider silk all over the place.
Dude,
Like
it's the
really,
strongest,
really, really
Like
strong.
with what?
Yeah.
Tell us some stuff they use it for. Come on.
Yeah,
Like bulletproof vests.
Oh,
Boat
really?
holes.
that's what I just
They use it
said.
for bullet holes?
Why are
for
you
bullet
jocking my
holes. Yeah.
style?
That's what bullet holes are made of?
And then
Boat
also
holes.
sometimes they
The
fucking-
whole of
Gentlemen,
a boat.
gentlemen,
They
please.
launch a string
Gentlemen.
into the sky that's shaped like a parachute, and they fly away with their butthole.
Gentlemen, please. I had another idea about planes.
Yeah.
Why are we still using planes? Why have we not just built really, really giant towers that are like thousands of feet high that connect to like a zip line structure that the planes are just connected to on harnesses? And you just fucking fling them back and forth on these zip lines. You don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, I'm with that. for
But have
sure.
them still be planes in case the zip line breaks. They can start
Oh
flying.
man,
Yeah.
that's like
You know?
Yeah, why don't we have
yeah,
a space
that's
elevator?
fucking genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't
No,
we have
he's
a
like-
space elevator?
As a failsafe,
space
they do what they
elevator.
But wait a second. Is there really no better way to do shit than with like combustion engines just fucking
Yeah.
launching into the sky? Like we haven't not figured out anything.
do. No,
better
no,
than
no.
that? Like,
You're absolutely right. I said this the
Yeah.
other day. Oh, hey, check it out. Check out my car. Oh yeah, what is it? It's a V8. What happens? Well, I turn the key, and then all these gigantic mini explosions happen 1,000 times per minute.
Yeah. And I burn
it's inside there, and it goes boom, boom, boom,
and I-
boom, 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 and it turns. Every time an explosion happens, it turns my crankshaft 1/4 of the way around.
And I burn
Isn't
up
this
a
efficient?
I burn up a non-renewable resource to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
At an incredibly high rate
Yeah. What,
to fucking just go hang
what are
out
you,
with my
what
friends.
are you driving that car with? Old dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
all I
well,
need, dude.
You just Ba-boom.
That shit cost me $2.50 a
Yeah,
gallon.
no, yeah. You traveled 1 mile and you fucking used like fucking the paste of existing dinosaur
Dude,
bones.
gas is fucking expensive. That's one thing about being in Chicago that blows is certain things are fucking so expensive. Food is awesome. Food is cheap and good. Gas, fuck that. It's like $2.40 or whatever right now.
Yeah.
There's lots of homosexuals.
Dude, it was like $1.69 when I left Louisiana.
really?
It's like 1994 down there. Yeah.
Is it always that cheap?
Yes. It's been that
What?
cheap the entire time I've lived there.
What?
Yeah. It's cheap as shit.
Is it like really shitty?
Oh, it's awful gas. Yeah, your car just fucking
Just starts sputtering.
Yeah, your car is just like shit. There's like shooting out like bubbles and coughing. Yeah. Backfiring. Yeah.
Like
They
Willy
just fucking
Wonka.
put a bunch of soap in the gas, just fill it up.
You can't afford food, so you can eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would drink a fucking couple shots of gasoline. You're not gonna want to eat for days.
No, you're set.
Fix that.
Lose
What do you
a
got
little
with the spiderweb shit?
They're working on genetically engineering spiders to make better silk to make full body armor suits for soldiers.
Dude, I'd wear the shit out of that.
What are you gonna...
Imagine
just-
if you
they just make-
can get shot in the fucking dick bag and not even feel it. You'd be like, "Go ahead, bitch." You'd
the
run up
dick
and just
bag?
fucking karate chop a motherfucker because if they shot you, it wouldn't even affect you. It would be awesome. Spiderweb's a shit. It's super light.
It'd be like that
Like a
fucking game.
ninja.
That game we used to play. What was it? Fear Combat. And like the best thing you
Fair.
could do, and if you just ran up and like karate chop someone, they would die right away.
Yeah, I kicked them.
And it was like hilarious, like people just running around. Everybody's got like machine guns. There's like 30 people just shooting with machine guns, and then one crazy guy just running around at everyone,
Punching
karate
everybody.
chopping them. Like it's such a great thing to do in real life, with if you have one of those suits.
Dude.
Be in some giant firefight and just start fucking karate chopping necks.
I guarantee
You know we
you.
can still shoot you in the head, right?
I guarantee
Oh,
if you
shit.
started karate chopping people, people would be tripping. They'd be like, "Oh hell no, that guy's karate chopping everybody.
That guy's trifling.
That guy's a trifling ass nigga,
It's trifling
they'd
ass
say
karate
that.
chop ass nigga.
ass nigga." But they
This
would
guy
say,
last night.
it wouldn't be a regular nigga, it'd be
Dude,
just an ass nigga.
This guy last night while we were at the bar, he's like, we were trying. Me and David Box left and went around the corner to smoke some weed, and he's like, this guy's trying to sell us coke, and I was like, I don't know, I only got $20. You got something for $20? And he's like, no. He's trying to get us to spend more money. He's like, anyways, he's like, are you gonna fucking make up your mind, or you a maybe ass nigga right now?
What?
And I was like, I guess I'm a maybe ass nigga then. And he's like, shit, and just walks away.
Was he
Call me
black?
Maybelline.
Did he say, "Well, shit"?
Yeah, he was just like shit. He was an older black guy. He was that kind of shit guy. Those guys, they don't make those guys anymore.
No.
But
they're
they
a
used
dying
guys
breed.
used to go shit.
Shit.
That's what he was.
You
like.
want to buy more than $20, or you a maybe ass nigga?
That's what he said. Yeah, and he had a star tattooed on his face. I don't know what that means.
Nigga,
right under
you
his eye,
Exxon?
like where the
you
tear.
Maybelline.
Nigga, maybe you Maybelline, ain't you? Is you Maybelline, nigga?
Let's get that Exxon.
You better watch out, cause I'm a trail ass nigga.
No, but he had a star tattooed right under his
Yeah,
eye.
I bet he did.
Like with where the fucking teardrop
Yeah,
would normally
it's
be.
probably
but
where
it was
they
a-
fucking inject the syphilis.
like an upside down star. Yeah, that's how they marked people in the Tuskegee experiment.
Here's your syphilis. Hey, enjoy that motherfucking Lyme disease, nigger.
Now go sell some coke for the
Go
CIA.
sell some coke for the CIA and a crack too, nigga. Go buy yourself a pit bull and shut up, nigga. Take your ass to the corner store for
Oh, dude!
40s,
Speaking of Pitbull, they were playing. They were
nigga.
playing Pitbull on the party bus.
God.
Holy fuck! Why did we do that?
Oh, you were listening
Jesus.
to Pitbull?
I'm mad at Katie
Dude,
about that
he's
whole party.
Pitbull is the worst.
Are you gonna
Dude, Puerto Rican Billy Corgan? That guy's the fucking worst. That guy's awful.
Billy Corgan.
Yeah, that guy's the fucking awfulest. He's the stupidest fucking retarded tax exempt piece of shit ever.
Are you gonna be honest with Katie about the party?
Yeah.
She's gonna listen to this
She's
show.
gonna listen
yeah,
to this.
she hasn't asked me. I did have fun.
Did
It
I
was
say bad
terrible,
things
but
about
it
her
was fun.
boyfriend?
Like,
or
yeah,
whatever?
it was terrible, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as we said earlier, eventually the magic overtook everybody.
Well, yeah, you had to, or you're gonna go insane. It's like being somewhere like. It's like what anywhere you are that like you can't just like fight whatever the fucking is going on forever. You start to go nuts. Like you have to be like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna be one of you idiots for the next half an hour.
Yeah.
Start fucking violently dancing against my friend.
All you can do is the only other
dance
option.
against your
Yeah,
friend?
my friend was sleeping on the back of the
Yeah,
party
we saw
bus,
the video.
and I just started fucking like slamming my ass into his face as hard as I could, like over and over. I'm sure that had to have hurt. But I woke up. I don't know what happened to me. I had fucking bruises all over my shins and shit. Like I must have been just going crazy and falling down, dancing and shit. You know.
The only other option you had was pulling the wheel sharp to the right, baby.
Yeah.
Well, and
straight off the bridge.
It was either fuck this guy's fucking face with my butthole or just end it all.
Right.
the friend that you
And he
were
chose
dancing
to
on ended up using the stripper pole a little bit later. I don't know if you remember that or
Well,
not.
everybody tried something. Like I tried to do the fucking
Hold yourself
sideways by the
yeah.
pole trick, but I was way
That's
too
not
drunk.
gonna happen.
I was way too drunk.
You're way too fucking weak. That's like
No, dude,
serious
I can
stuff.
do that.
No, you can't.
Yes,
do
I
that.
can.
Fucking
I've done it a
stupid.
million times.
I've done it a million times.
I have. That's like
Dude,
one of my things.
When I first met, when I first met this guy, probably like 3 months into knowing him, he told me and everybody at the party that we're all stupid because we don't believe that he could jump over the garage.
Yeah, but that was clearly a joke. This
No,
isn't a
but
joke.
you know, it wasn't. It was like, no, you can't, dude. You're like, you're fucking stupid. Then fuck you.
I was claiming I could jump over a garage without taking a running start. How is that not a joke? Everybody
Just
was stupid for
springing up.
engaging me. You should have just
Yes.
ignored me for saying that.
But then, like at like 1, 2 a.m., we were out there drinking tequila, and he fucking jumped over that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
I've seen it. I
It's
wouldn't
fucking
argue with him.
crazy.
You've seen me do that, right?
Yeah.
I'm also pretty good
The
at devil
oldest.
sticks.
And he jagged off his
Pretty good
dick
at
while
devil
jumping
sticks.
over it.
Yeah, with devil sticks.
He busted a nut.
While I was jumping over a garage,
Yeah,
with no
dude,
running
it was
start.
crazy.
Hacky sack
No, he
world
actually
champion.
went backwards. He did a backflip. Dude, he did a backflip. He jagged his dick off. It flew up in the air. He did another backflip and it right in his mouth.
Wow.
All right, I think the show's over.
Yeah.
That's the best place to end it.
Well, thanks for hanging out, Earthling. It's good to see you.
Oh, peace out, my nigga.
Hey, you know, Opie and Anthony are talking again, just like us. It's kind of a trend in the radio industry right now.
Yeah.
It's Opie and Anthony and me and you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be talking about this probably.
Look at you guys.
My balls smell like bleach.
Okay.
That is weird, huh?
Good night.
All right.
Bye.
No, they really do.
All right, Andrea, what's your honest assessment of the show?
Who cares? It's a stupid show. Nobody cares.